Live. Going live. I'm live.
Hi, my name's.
What happened to him? Oh, okay. So I want to tell you
broken
guys.
toe.
I want to tell
It
you
ruined
guys
my charisma.
before
He's lost all of his
before the
confidence.
show starts. I gotta tell you all this. So I got to the point
You have
in
20
Sword
seconds.
Art Online where it gets to the fairy art online, and right before this is the point where he's going into the game, and I stopped. I'm not watching anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've heard it's awful, and I'm not ruining the series. So
There's not much to ruin, really.
I like the beginning part of season 1.
That's when it's at strongest.
Hmm.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to the Doghouse with Husky, Dingo, and Updog.
What's up, fellow gamers? We got a good show for you.
Yeah.
We're
That's
starting
right.
off with some JoJo. Get us all hyped.
Hey, dude, JoJo. Someone make the
I'm
stand
so
quick.
glad to be back. I love this show. All right.
Oh, mate. I'm actually pretty excited. Like I've been looking forward to this. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited as well.
It's gonna be good.
this will be
It's,
fun.
It'll be nice with 3 people again.
I'm glad to be back. That's for sure.
Also, before we start anything, I'd like to note that my radio manager just tried calling me. Here you go, Elliot. Just so you can see. He literally just tried calling me, and I had to decline his call because I am in a show. So I'm
Yeah.
going to message him now
We're
and be
busy.
like, I'm in a show, you
We're busy getting this bread.
radio
so-
manager.
Before we start the show, I just want to make a note. I know I am, and I think Husky also is kind of stuffed up with the
Oh, I'm a little stuffy as well.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
if you get some sniffles, it's all of us probably.
Yeah.
We're prepared, baby.
Oh, smart. That's a good idea.
I'm drinking my OJ. Got some
Does
tissues.
OJ help
We
with
got
that?
some tissues. We got.
It's helping me.
I got
think,
some Dr. Pepper.
or tell myself that it helps.
Dr. Pepper doesn't really help me, but it keeps me refreshed and cool. So,
That's neat.
Mm.
Nice.
Some caffeine, keep you going through the
I
show.
rub my chin.
all right. Now we're legally required to tell you about the weather in the Bible verse.
That's
So
right.
The Bible
Yeah.
verse is the less egregious. Of
If we
them.
don't
I
men- if we-
actually like the Bible
Oh,
verse.
less
stuff.
egregious.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait, it's the less what? And then I was like, oh.
I probably used that word wrong, but it's whatever.
If we don't
I
talk
think I
about
understand what you're saying, so it's all good.
oh man,
if we don't talk about the weather on the show, it doesn't exist.
Zeus gets mad.
It just doesn't happen.
I promise we're a Christian radio base.
All right. Zeus and Poseidon get mad.
Oh no!
They come to Arkansas and they
Oh
file
my
a complaint.
gosh. They file a complaint.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, like you said, you were talking about my weather in the radio. You're not doing it. All right. So here in Conway, it is currently 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius. It's got okay temperature.
It's actually pretty decent.
In
Yeah.
the studio, it's quite a bit warmer, and I'm not a
Actually,
fan.
do you want me to go turn on that fan over here?
We can hear it in the mic. So.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah,
gross.
Humidity is 64%. I could do without that.
that's true.
I don't like humidity. I'm okay with heat.
Yeah.
I'm okay with warmth, but as soon as it starts getting like muggy,
Mm.
I'm done. I'm staying inside and playing Smash.
All that rain from earlier this week's coming back in a bad way.
I
don't
hate
like
it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
The wind speed is calm today, so not only is it muggy, we don't have any
Wind.
wind to
No wind.
alleviate us. So
All that pollen is just like sitting in the warm, muggy air.
draining our life force slowly,
Mm-hmm.
putting us closer and closer to the grave.
Spare me your
Anyways, that's the weather.
I was like, dadgum, awesome.
We started out strong, but it went downhill pretty quickly.
Verse of the day, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 14 through 15. For the love of Christ controls us, because we have concluded this, that one has died for all. Therefore, all have died, and he died for all. That those who live might no longer live for themselves, but for him who for their sake died and was raised.
Some good stuff. And
Yeah.
it's
I
pretty
love that.
deep if you jump deep. So
Yeah.
that's just a good verse.
That's one thing that my dad told me. I forgot who he said it, but he said the Bible is shallow enough that a child can
Mhm.
walk into it, but deep enough that the wisest scholar can find no end to it. So
Mhm.
I've heard that too. I'm not sure who said it.
I'm not either, but it's a very famous quote. I like it.
Yeah.
It's good. So
but yeah, I
it's a
think
good verse.
I like it.
It's a good verse.
I like it.
So Dog Half approved.
That's right. Doghouse approved versus.
Put
Let me
that
tell you
stamp
what's
on it.
real scriptural. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
Oh
lord.
boy.
Oh wow. We got quite the show.
We really
for
have a
you
lot.
today. Yeah.
Like in all honesty, we have a lot of stuff. So it's pretty
yeah.
great.
We didn't get to talk about the Nindies because, even though the show was apparently 10 times better, you guys just dropped the ball on the news.
I don't know what you're talking about. 10 times better.
Well,
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listen to the show while I'm not gone. I know what you guys said.
What are you talking about?
You're all in big trouble.
Were you able to finish it? Were you able to finish the whole show?
No.
See, the end of the show I thought was actually the best part.
It probably was. I haven't had time to watch it, but definitely I will after this.
I think we talked about like Sonic Adventure for a solid 30 minutes
Did we? I don't think we
Pretty
talked
sure.
about it for 30 minutes.
for a while.
We talked about Luigi's Mansion for a hot second.
That's
Mm.
true.
But today we're
Here's the
talking
stuff.
about a lot of things.
A wide variety of
Yeah.
things and associated things.
Of course, we can't get into that unless we get past our top of the hour.
Ba-dum-bum-ba.
So let's bring it in.
we need a top of the hour theme.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just thinking. We need a top of the hour theme.
Top of the hour.
Top of the hour.
Top of the hour. Bow. Like it's top of the hour. Gives you a nice warm up. Boom. Bada bing. Don't take that small check.
Don't
take that small check.
You don't take that small check.
All right. I guess
Let's just
who
start with
wants to
Logan.
start out?
Let's start with
Logan?
Logan.
Okay, Logan.
Mine kind of leads into another one, so that works for me.
Yeah, I was like, let's just do that.
So
Mm-hmm.
you guys probably heard about this. Nintendo's got like a VR set for their Labo,
Right.
Which is why, but whatever.
which will
Anyway.
be. I mean,
VR.
I wasn't
Cardboard
super
VR.
interested at first, but apparently Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild are getting updates that'll allow people to use the VR programming for like special levels and stuff on the 25th. So Mario Odyssey is getting 3 new mini missions that involve collecting musical notes and coins.
Yep.
And apparently, like, you can just play Breath of the Wild.
It's
VR.
not like through Link's
No,
face,
I don't think
though.
it's
It's like-
first person.
Basically, you're looking at it like you're looking at a TV, and when you turn your head, I think it turns the camera. So basically, your head's the camera, like
mean,
it usually is. It's
like-
pretty cool, though.
I wasn't a super huge fan of the camera in Breath of the Wild. Like, it was fine, I guess. but-
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it'll be cool? You think it'll work well?
I think for Breath of the Wild, it could have been better. They could have done something a little bit more interesting with it, maybe.
Mm.
As far as Odyssey goes, I think that's a cool thing because it's kind of built with the VR in mind,
Right.
and so to me, I like that a little bit more. So
I kind of
that's my
wanted.
idea.
I kind of wanted like another Link's crossbow training.
Yeah, you can
Just-
kind of do that, but VR.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second top of the hour. Atlas, the developer of Persona 5, on their website for Persona 5 The Royal, they put up another page for a new project coming April 25th that we're going to get more info on.
That's right.
It is rumored to be called Persona 5 S. So my hopes for Persona 5 for the Switch are officially
In high
up.
gear.
I am officially expecting this game.
Well, I hope you can prepare to have your expectations exceeded when they announce
Mm,
Persona 5 racing game for the
the Vita.
I would actually jump in front of a train.
That gum.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
But
Hey,
yeah,
But the thing is, you can only play it if you have the Labo VR.
I'd buy it.
Okay.
If I could play Persona, but I need the VR, I'd do it.
I'd just buy it for the PlayStation at that point.
I was about to say I would do it for
You guys
PS4 at
own
that point.
PlayStation.
Yeah, no, you have
Yeah.
to play it.
Well,
on the-
forget. I have a PS4 now. It's on PS4.
Yeah, you can just buy it.
But I mean, if the
Yeah.
special edition is going to be on the Switch, I'm just going to wait for the Switch one
Yeah.
I don't know,
because I can be patient.
but like, I really want to play Persona 5. I
Mhm.
got like I beat like the first part of the game, and that was like 20 hours out of 100. So I feel I really want to play this game. I
It
really
looks
want to do
good.
that.
It's a good game, from what I've heard.
Yeah, that's my top of
Never
the
see
hour.
it coming.
You never see it coming.
In the
Oh,
same
God.
vein of the Persona games, there have been various leaks from Best Buy. So,
Oh my gosh, Best Buy's been on a roll with leaks.
Leaks. The
So
best. The best.
apparently, what happened was there was an employee who worked at Best Buy, and on the employee listings, it listed Persona 5 for the Switch. Let's see what else it listed.
Yeah, I was about to say there were like 3 games, right?
Yes.
The
It was
Metroid
Persona
Prime.
5, yeah, Metroid Prime trilogy,
Metroid
and
Prime,
then
A
Link to the
Legend of Zelda,
Past.
A Link to the Past, and then Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yeah,
2 of those I'm really excited for. The other one I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. But
I feel like one of those is not. It's not going to be like a. Okay, so the Metroid Prime trilogy makes perfect sense to me
Right.
because they're trying to they're like Prime fans. We promise Force
Please,
coming,
please stop.
please. And
Leave us
then
alone.
yeah, and then Persona 5.
Please
that one's an
understand.
obvious one, and then Link to the Past. That one I'm a little shaky on, unless it's like a new art style like Link's Awakening.
It'll probably just be a port.
I don't feel like
I don't know. They did Link
Hmm.
Between Worlds pretty recently. I feel like making that game into Link to the Past wouldn't be super.
Probably just to
difficult.
let it get us.
yeah,
so
you
we
could
can
do
wait,
something like that
So we'll wait
and make it a
between-
surprise. That's like, oh yeah, it's coming out now.
Well, it's not a surprise anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
The Best Buy ship is sinking with all these leaks. just
Really, though?
constantly.
Also, they leaked the
The hull
Joker,
is full
the
of
Joker
water.
render.
Oh, that's
Did they
right. I
really?
forgot they leaked
Yeah.
that.
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
That's why this is more reliable because that's actually been leaked.
Right.
Like the
Mhm.
render for the Final Pass. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
It's just
Huh.
whoever this employee is, they probably gotten fired by now.
Well, apparently they deleted this info.
they deleted
Yeah.
the titles from the listings, even though like the spots where they are
they're
still there.
Right.
Yeah.
They just don't have the names there anymore. So
Well, it's because now they know
Well,
that their
yeah.
employees are sharing stuff.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of,
but yeah, that's an
Kinda dumb.
interesting. That's my top of the hour, by the
Dude,
way.
all these games for the Switch are coming out that I want to get. I want to.
like a lot of people, I think, thought about
Oh.
this year and said, man, it could be a dead year for Switch.
I
and,
do-
it's still kicking.
I do have one more top of the hour.
Okay.
That's a little bit interesting, and that is the fact that I think it was a new Assassin's Creed game. They announced it.
Oh, what?
Let me go back up here to the article that this guy.
Ooh.
I love this guy, Nibel, on Twitter because he links a lot of the articles and stuff.
Yeah, he's got like a lot of news stuff.
Yeah.
And so I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's a Kotaku. Open link in new tab. Oh, there it is. I had
I was
it,
gonna say.
already had it up. Haha. All right. So apparently there was a tease in The Division 2 that was it's basically announcing Assassin's Creed game, which is going to be centered around Vikings. And I guess
Ooh, I like Vikings.
so
That's
the,
actually a cool idea.
so the Animus part is going to be set in the Viking era or around when Vikings were still around. But I guess in our time, it's going to be set in 2020
Mhm.
for the person who's
Who's like
diving
in the
in.
thing.
Yeah.
the Animus.
It'll be interesting. What
Which
if
I don't
they-
care about the actual present day stuff.
Yeah,
It's
just
boring.
put me in the game.
If I was going to be in charge of the next Assassin's Creed, I would put, the Animus part like wherever you want, but I'd try to make like
try
the
to
real world stuff interesting. Like put it in the future.
It was interesting
space or
until
something?
they
Yeah.
stopped caring about the story.
Mhm.
And now it's just
Mm.
Oh, look at them Templars. They're doing something bad. We better stop them.
How dare they, those
Ugh.
Templars?
I remember when like these like ancient god beings were like vying for control over the planet, and like you had to like, prevent Armageddon, and then that went nowhere. And yeah, Desmond's dead.
Desmond's dead.
I don't know.
Dang on.
EA is kind of they've
That's not EA. That's Ubisoft.
Yep.
Ubisoft.
That's
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Same thing.
Are they not involved? They're involved with each other closely, aren't they?
I think they've worked on a game together before, but I don't think so.
Maybe.
Ubisoft is just a third-party developer, so
Mhm.
Well, they've as far as Assassin's Creed goes, they dropped the ball and then they like kicked it really hard and now they just lost it. It's just gone somewhere.
it's their Call of Duty, from what I understand. The same thing happened with Prince of Persia, which they also owned. That was their last cash cow, and they ran that into the ground.
I loved Prince of Persia.
They
Prince of
wouldn't
Persia was
let
good.
the franchise die
Die.
peacefully. They had to
Yeah.
keep milking it for cash.
Although they could remake it now for
So-
Switch or something, and people would probably jump on that.
Yeah. Now they're doing this with the Assassin's Creed, and it's just
I feel like Assassin's Creed's getting killed a lot more than
Oh yeah,
Prince of Persia.
nobody
Prince
cares
of
about
Persia had a
nobody cares
third
about
game, and
Assassin's
that's
Creed
it.
anymore.
Assassin's Creed, this is like game number like 10.
I don't know. They put out that one in Egypt, and I was like, "What?" And then, like, almost right afterwards, they did one in Greece, and I
Greece.
was like, "I stop! I'm getting
Okay,
whiplash
So
from all
the
these Assassin's
Egypt,
Creed
the
games."
Egypt one I've heard is okay.
No,
It's not as good as the Roman one.
No,
or
They're
the
both
Greece
bad.
one.
They're
They're
both
both
bad.
trash.
They're
I played the
awful.
Greek one. The Greek one's not that bad.
If you would have played like the first one and then like up to Brotherhood and Revelation, then like
I've played. That's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
you'd- I
I've
think you'd
played
un-
all of them.
you
I
played all of
know.
them.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm saying
there's-
the Greek one's not
I
that
hate 'em.
bad.
I hate them.
I
Like-
played a little bit of Black Flags, and I was like,
Like
Black
there's
Flag's the
no
best
like
one.
it just lost its core. Like the
As
like,
long as
yeah,
we can agree that Black
it might
Flag
have-
is the best Assassin's Creed,
no,
I'm okay.
I
I'm
can't.
sorry.
I can't
That
agree
is
on
the
that.
best.
all I could think was I was playing. I was like, kind of want to play Wind Waker again, but this is fine too, I guess.
I really liked. I'm honestly going
Ooh.
to be Assassin's Creed 1 is my favorite of all time. The very
good.
first one.
Mm.
It was
Like
good.
I just love the story in that, and that's what was at the core of it. And like I know that the Odyssey and the other ones, they
Mhm.
probably have really flashy gameplay, but they
Not
They have-
really.
they have no heart.
I think
There's nothing at the
remember.
core of them.
I
It's
think
just
my
rot
least
at this
favorite-
point.
They're very buggy.
my least favorite's the one about the American Revolution.
That one's coming to Switch.
I can understand
Yeah, I
why you didn't
know.
like that.
I just didn't like that one.
That was around when I got
The
disillusioned
best-
with the
the
franchise.
best thing about that game. There's a cutscene, and I can't remember the character's name even. It's
The whole story is
so
weird.
he's
and dumb.
walking, and his little mentor dude's walking with him, and he looks down for a second because this lady's walking by, and his mentor like elbows him and says, "Don't stare," and like elbows him right in the gut, and he was like, "Ooh."
I
The
remember-
face he made is great.
I remember the ancient timelines usually had something to do with the present timelines, and in that one they kind of like got
was
disjointed.
bad.
And I was like, "What? Why is
Yeah.
this happening?" Like,
it was just
I don't
But
know.
anyways, all right. Besides that,
sorry.
yeah.
So and that probably backs up the Watch Dogs article. The rumors that there's gonna be a Watch Dogs trailer at E3. So we're probably gonna get to see more about Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs at E3. So.
Okay.
Excellent.
If you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, and I really do hope the franchise makes a comeback, Assassin's Creed, but I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah,
appealing to a different audience than what I like in Assassin's Creed. And if you guys, if you like that, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't appeal to me anymore. So
it's all good.
I'm one of those Ezio boys.
Ezio was good. I can't hate on
Ezio for
Ezio.
Smash.
He was in Soul Calibur.
He
Yeah,
was.
he was in Soul
He was
Calibur.
really bad too.
Oh my lord!
He was in Soul
I liked
Calibur.
him, but he was his
Yeah.
reveal trailer was cool, but
Yeah,
the game
yeah.
was bad.
Mm.
Soul Calibur 5 was trash.
Although he was like, actually, no, he wasn't a good character in that game.
He was low tier,
Yeah, he was low
Yeah.
tier.
but it was fun to play.
True.
I could get my crossbow out and shoot people. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty
That's
rad.
always fun.
It's rad.
All right, let's jump into the next thing at top of the hour.
Oh my lord. Sorry, I went off on a little
Dude,
bit
it's
about
all
that.
good. But anyway, I'm gonna jump into my first thing for top of the hour. I'm trying to look at the. Oh yeah. Okay.
NES.
So I'm
yeah.
gonna do the NES Online one first. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what the other one was.
Sorry.
Anyways, so the NES Classics Online. Just to update you guys on what the next few games are. So one of them is Mario 2: The Lost Levels. This is the one that Japan got first. It's the harder version of Mario. That people were like, "Hey, it's too hard for America. Let's just."
It is too hard
Stop.
for America.
And so, so they did that. And then also, what was it? Oh, yeah. So there's that one. There is Star Tropics, which is a game. I don't really know much about Star Tropics, I'll be honest.
I think Star Tropics got released last time along with Kid Icarus.
I think it said Star Tropics. I'll
No, we
double check
get,
real
like,
quick. But I do know that I knew for sure. And now this other game's blanking, of course. It's always fun when it does this. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's the other.
Woo!
That's the real cool one.
Punching.
Okay, this is where I
Punching.
got it messed up.
Punching.
Star Soldier is the other game. No idea what Star Soldier is. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's where it's at. Like real talk.
Oh my
that takes the cake.
gosh.
and
I
I
don't think-
played that game on the Wii U. As weird as it sounds,
Not the regular,
And,
not like the Punch Out where they removed him, but actually Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's Mike Tyson's Punch
I
Out.
get to
Excellent.
fight Mike
Oh,
Tyson
no, it's
again.
Punch Out
My
featuring
arch
Good luck.
nemesis.
Good luck with it.
I'm sorry.
He's
It's Punch
impossible
Out
to beat.
featuring Mr. Dream, which is the
Okay,
Mike Tyson.
This is
title.
he's been removed from this one.
Okay, well,
So this is the removed.
I'm no
one.
longer excited.
It's just as it's the same
Nope.
name. It's just
Nope,
not
it's
really.
Mike
It's
Tyson.
not the same. You can't fight Mike Tyson.
it's Mr. Dream. It's Mike Tyson,
cares
but he's
about
called
Mr.
Mr.
Dream?
Dream.
Who cares? I don't even know who that is. He's not a real
It's
person.
Mike Tyson.
No, it's not. It's Mr. Dream. You
It's
already said.
It's literally Mike Tyson.
I can't beat up Mike Tyson now. That's not fair. That's what I wanted. That's what I
Okay,
wanted
let's
for
see. Star
Christmas.
Soldier. You'll battle the evil computer known as Starbrain in your ship Caesar across 16 stages.
Yeah, I've played it. It's basically Galaga,
Okay.
but a little bit easier.
Oh, that's dumb.
So
Okay.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. All right. So my more interesting and cooler top of the hour is Monolith Soft is hiring for a new Legend of Zelda title. Pretty
Wow.
interesting.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So
That's whack.
I think it's pretty cool. I myself am actually really excited. I like Monolith Soft. They took a misstep with Xenoblade Chronicles X, but they've made Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2, and those are amazing games.
You think they're
So,
gonna have Ganondorf be like an actual character?
I would love that. I'll be honest.
Because I know
I-
their thing is like
Hmm.
character-driven
they're like,
stories.
yeah, they're big about character.
So like, I really
I think
really want Ganondorf to have a character,
I'm hoping it'll be a
and I really
spin-off.
want him to be a cat girl.
I don't. Oh gosh.
I
Anyway,
said that out loud.
Yeah, you did.
I'm joking.
I really hope that. I
I'm
know.
just joking,
I
though.
don't know what to think about that.
I know what to
I-
think about
But,
that. I'm on board
I know
100%. This is the turn the show is taking.
Oh,
It's
no.
weird, like
They make really good story
Back to
games.
JoJo's music.
Literally, but
it's weird, like to see Legend of Zelda being so free, like with other
like they're
games.
giving it to another developer.
Well, I mean, just like Mario, you see Mario like do a bunch of stuff, almost like in everything. But
Yeah.
like now they've got that new like cadence of Hyrule
Cadence
coming out.
Viral.
Yeah, like Legend of Zelda is kind of like expanding ever since it was in like Mario Kart a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it jumped into Mario Kart, and then people realized, wow, if you put Zelda on something, it makes money.
Link, put Link in something, it makes money.
I mean, did Zelda's...
Link was in Mario Kart.
Okay, I was about to say Zelda's in the other one, but okay, I get it now.
I'm gonna need
I
your
did
game.
mess
I'm gonna
up.
need your gamer card back.
Anyway,
Got him.
So yeah, that's my top of the hour stuff. So that was a long top of the hour. Real talk. That was very long.
It's almost half an
Oh,
hour.
wow.
I don't know what that is, but cool.
That scared me.
Something popped up on the screen. All right.
It was frightening.
All right. Well, if that's
Everybody
all
was
we've
kung
got
fu
for top of
fighting.
the hour, then we're gonna go into an ad and some music, and then we'll be right back.
Nice.
We're going to be talking about something that we've had forgo because I was not here for the last show. It'll be the Sekiro review.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
It's a pretty easy game.
So easy. Oh my
Turn-based
Lord.
RPG, pretty cool.
Makes Kirby look like Dark Souls.
I like the fact that it's turn based.
Yeah. Ugh, I actually hate turn-based combat.
Oh, I
gotta
love
admit.
turn based combat.
I really don't like it.
Okay,
Then why do you like Pokemon?
I don't like Pokemon.
got him. You just got.
What about Sun
named.
and Moon?
I like the story. I didn't like the combat.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
It's weird.
Mm.
I
That is
think
interesting.
Persona's probably the only game series that had like really cool.
Listen, if you
turn-based
guys-
I was about to say,
combat
If you guys
Persona
don't let
2.
me do this ad, I'm playing the Boss Baby ad. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
We'll be right back. I'm gonna have an ad and some music,
I've got a story for you guys.
and we'll be right back. Do not touch that dial.
1-800-222-1222. 1-800-222-1222. If you think it might be poison, then the first thing you should do is call 1-800-222-1222.
For poison emergencies or just questions, the Poison Control Center hotline is here 24/7 with the expert help you need.
If you think it might be poison and you don't know what to do, call 1-800-222-1222.
I'm misfit to this space, no religion, no real place. I grow weary of these walls, so tired of it all. Dull gray and endless days, here where evil has no face. It is hidden from my eyes, unseen or in disguise. Welcome to a world where you always get the girl. You may lose a fight or two, but you'll win if you get through. Face up and challenge all you ever knew since you could crawl. Always looking somewhere else when it's all inside yourself. I wanna play until I die. Don't wanna lose my reasons why. It's towards the sky in a world that never ends. I keep coming back for more. Keep coming back until I score. Stronger than before in a world that never ends. Into this space, no religion, no real place. I grow weary of these walls, so tired of it all. Face up and challenge all you ever knew since you could crawl. Always looking somewhere else when it's all inside yourself. I wanna play until I die. Don't wanna lose my reasons why. Towards the sky, now I feel like that again. I keep coming back for more. Keep coming back until I score. I'm stronger than before in a world that never ends. I won't be the only one. Our dreams will always adhere to a world beyond this one. Tomorrow I will be here, but I won't be the only one. Our dreams will always adhere to a world beyond this one.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to the Doghouse with Husky, Up Dingo, and Up Dog. I almost messed up my intro.
What's
I was like,
up?
wow.
What's up, fellow gamers? We're going to finish the tier list that we started. We're going to finish what we started all
We'll
those
finish
years ago
all those years ago.
to avenge our fathers.
Yeah, so stick around because we're going to be
That's a good
doing a
idea.
Sekiro review later after we do talk about some other stuff. But
Yeah.
first, let's jump into these tier lists. Now, if you were there for that show, we covered
The
low
bottom
to mid,
3.
low to mid tier.
yeah, basically.
Um,
Well, lower mid, really.
yeah,
Because we're starting in like an upper mid area. At least as far as my tier list is concerned.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
starting
Because
in
I had
high-
6 tiers.
I'm starting in what I think is high tier. Like you can probably take these guys to a top 8. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know why I put Sonic there.
He's not that bad. Not that bad.
Anyone who's that fast.
Yeah, that's my thing. If you're that fast, you can do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
If they made him a little bit stronger,
He does have
he'd
some
be
better
crazy.
moves. His
You got some moves. Kid. You're pretty good, kid.
His homing
What's your name?
his homing
What's
attack
your
is like a lot better.
It is a little bit
It does
better
like
now.
a ton of shield damage too, which is crazy.
Which is weird. I don't understand that, but I'm really happy about it. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I guess.
I'm not aware
I like playing
of like
him,
the
so-
Sonic stuff. I think I put him up there because I'm like he's fast. He can probably get a lot of
You can go
damage.
fast.
That's really what it is. He can just get a
Right.
lot of
He,
damage, and then
he seems like he would benefit from the meta.
I think the one thing he can struggle with sometimes is killing, but that's
Is he inconsistent? I feel like he's also inconsistent a lot of times too.
he is sometimes. Yeah,
So that's
Yeah.
that's why I
hurts
stopped
him.
playing him in this
He's
game.
got limited options.
Who are you maining, by the way?
Dude, I haven't played this game since we even made the tier list. I've just been
Oh.
watching because I've been playing other games for the
Nah,
show,
it's
and
fine.
like I've not had time.
I
I'm
understand.
maining Joker. I'm a solid Joker main.
I've been playing Wolf, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping my roster open for when Monster
Yeah.
Hunter is inevitably announced.
Oh,
I
same with Sora then. But
I think in this game,
I don't know. I like Ganondorf.
We'll have to
Be
get
a low
together.
tier main.
We're gonna have to get together and play some.
I may just become a low tier main because at this point I just don't even care. I just want to have
Low-tier.
fun.
God.
So I'll be like a Ganondorf and Mario boy.
sweet.
So like I
Alright.
can swap out Dr. Mario too and everything. Anyway,
You guys
sorry.
ready to do this?
Yeah.
I'm ready when y'all are.
Who's
Let's
going?
do
Alright,
it. Whose tier
so-
list are we starting with
Let's
first?
start with yours, Bryant.
Oh gosh, okay. Bottom of my great tier, which is basically C or B. That's what I meant. B tier. Ice climbers. They have some cool stuff sometimes.
They have some pretty crazy setups.
Yeah.
There are a lot of. I think
If you're
as the-
really good, you can get some like
I think as the
crazy
meta
things.
evolves, they're gonna get some cool stuff. But I think they're
Yeah.
also way too hard to like be consistent with.
you got a master them.
I think you're gonna get some like a few really crazy ice climber players, but like for the most part, you're gonna see them getting beat out by characters that can do what they do,
Yeah.
but more simply.
That's true.
Like everybody in my in my top tier.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, next up, I'm just gonna try and make this a little quicker. Next up, I've got Simon and Richter, both of them. I like Simon more, so I don't know why he's behind Richter in mine. But yeah, they've got whips and they do stuff. I think really what helps them so much and why I even put them where they are is if you can do good enough with spacing and you're just really good at that, then they'll be really good. But at the same time, I feel like the other people that are good at spacing, even though it's not as much range, they just do it better.
Right.
And so that's why, like, I'm just gonna go and say this: Marth is higher up on this list because I think he spaces, and while he doesn't have as much space to space, his tip and other things, he's a better character in
yeah,
general.
I feel like he
So-
can. I feel like he can play a lot more ways than
And I feel like
Simon and
Simon and
Richter.
Richter, they do a good job because I've
See-
kind of seen some tournament stuff and they do okay.
I put them in
They
the
just
upper
don't
mid.
go.
I put them in the upper mid.
yeah,
so,
and that's
like,
where I have them really. So
well,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I put them like down here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
around that area because I thought they're okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they're fine.
That's
they-
kind of what this tier is.
if
They're
you-
okay.
if you know how to get around their projectiles, they become
Until the top.
a lot less threatening.
Yeah.
So,
That's really
and-
kind of what it is.
if yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure they're good. Like I said, for each of these characters, I'm sure there's somebody that can do something crazy
Exactly.
with them. But I'm like,
So next up, I've got King DDD. He could probably be a little bit higher up, maybe. I think he could beat some other characters on this list, but I think he's pretty good. In all honesty, I think he's better than he was in Smash 4 for sure.
Definitely.
And so they just improved a lot of things with his kit. And Eli got beaten by King DDD recently. So
When did that happen?
Fish told me about him beating you with DDD.
Oh my gosh, that wasn't even recently.
Oh yeah, no, that was like because his TV was like super lagging.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, this is worse than
Yeah.
Nintendo
He told me about it, and he was like, I beat him with it, and I was like, there's got to be something else to the
Yeah.
story. And so
I think King DDD's good. Like he's a
He's
lot
pretty
better
good.
than he used to be.
I always take whatever he says with a
grain of
grain of
salt.
salt.
Yeah. But I feel like he's got like a lot more tricks that he can use in his toolkit, like the whole suction ability, being able
And his
to,
up B is actually pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I like it.
But I feel like he's kind of got the same problems as like King DDD, but not quite. Not he's got
Same problems as himself.
He's got the same problems as like King K. Rool, to where like if you kind of know his move set, you can
You learn
get
the
you
tricks.
you can work around it a lot
He-
easier.
Yeah.
He's a he benefits from having a disjoint and some pretty powerful. His suction ability allows him to have some pretty nifty mix-ups, but you're going to be seeing the same thing out of every DDD
Yeah.
player, and
Yeah.
that's the problem.
That's where it
And
goes.
It really those mix-ups they start to wear thin when you start playing against characters that can do a lot more and a lot easier.
Yeah.
So
All right.
once again, the same thing that like characters like ice climbers run into the problem that they run into. Like,
Mhm.
anyways,
So this is a character I should move up higher now that I've watched more tournament stuff because I feel like he's had some pretty cool stuff. And that's Bowser. I'm gonna start kind of after Bowser. If it's a character that I don't want to talk about very much, I'm just gonna kind of go faster and just kind of say who it is.
right?
But anyways, so I do want to talk a little bit about him though. The changes that they made with him, especially the dumb super armor on weaker hits, is annoying. Especially whenever you're trying to just throw something out there so that way you can like stop him from doing something. It doesn't work anymore in this game. And so to me, he has a really good kit. So yeah, I think he can go places. I don't know if he'll be in top 8s. He's
I
been in a few, but I
think
don't know
he
how
is
much
the-
he'll be there.
I think as the meta develops, he'll probably go down.
Yeah, exactly. And so
Yeah.
that's what I feel about him. But anyways,
Yeah.
just gonna kind of start jumping a little bit. So Sonic is next, Captain Falcon, Meta Knight, Piranha Plant. I have to talk about Luigi because I love Luigi. I was telling them earlier, I haven't played in a while, but the 3 characters that I'll definitely always kind of have under my belt is Mario, Luigi, and Ganondorf. But yeah, I know. But anyway, so Luigi, he should be so much higher, but his dumb Cyclone does not go up anymore, and because of that, he got knocked a lot. Honestly, he probably shouldn't even be this high, if I'm being honest with myself. But I like him, so he's there. Anyways, so going
Why is
further,
Piranha Plant so high?
I saw the Japanese player right before I made this tier list,
Mm.
and so I got Piranha Plant hype.
Mm.
Anyway, so Zelda is next after Luigi, and then I've got Young Link, I've got Squirtle. I love Squirtle. Both because it doesn't matter. Robin, Palutena. I've got Pac-Man, the Mii Gunner, because I think Mii Gunner's pretty good. And then Zero Suit Samus. I have Ken. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, sure. I don't know why Ken and Ryu are so far away, but whatever. I was on drugs when I made this. It seems like I don't take drugs. Anyway, Fox is next. Shulk. I'm going to talk about Shulk because someone in the room doesn't believe he should be this high.
Why is he so high? And
Um,
you really were under the influence or something.
Oh my
You should
gosh.
not be that high.
Shulk is a good character.
Why is he
his
so high?
his Monado arts really help him out of almost any situation. So he's got a lot of versatility. He's got some really good range for a sword character, especially.
Swash.
Thank you. Anyways, so Gesundheit. Anyway, so I think he's actually got a lot of really good movement options, especially in this game. He can really get anywhere on the battlefield he wants to, and he can deal a lot of damage.
I feel
And
like
then also with Shield, he's got a little bit more longevity. So I
Right.
think he's a good character. What people And what's dumb about this is the one big thing that I keep hearing about from pro players is, oh, I don't play Shulk because I don't like how his counter works because it's so slow. And I'm like, well, that's great. But there's also the option of the fast counter where instead of you taking 5 years to swing, you immediately swing. And so
But-
why would you not just always use that option if you even counter in the first place? Because most pro players don't even counter most of the time.
I don't know. Like,
So it's just, duh.
as far as Schultz goes, I feel like his Monado arts are cool, but they never really seem like, aside from like the speed and the jump one,
Mhm.
they don't really last long enough, and they don't really make like such a huge difference that it like ever turns the tide of a fight.
Have you
And
ever
they're
seen how
just-
quickly Smash Art can kill?
There are just other sword fighters, it seems like, who are better choices.
And I've
you-
got some of those up on the list.
Yeah, like
So,
you'd probably be better served to like pick Lucina, Roy, or Marth at that point.
He's
Yeah.
got clouds near. I don't really.
oh, see, actually, I
Oh yeah, he's got
can't
Cloud's
remember.
name. I'd rather pick Cloud though.
see, I had
That
Roy
one.
lower. I feel like Roy's
He's got
not as good
clouds
for sure.
old Nair. Let me put it.
He
That
does have Cloud's old Nair. He
Oh.
does.
Oh no.
But
Oh, no.
okay, so next up I've got Falco.
Oh no.
Ay,
I've
Chihuahua,
got
no bueno.
Atlanta. Okay, so I've got Falco after Shulk. Then Dr. Mario. I've got Donkey Kong next.
Donkey Kong.
I think he's pretty good.
I'd like
and
to.
then next
We'd
I've
like
got
to edit the Dr. Mario and Mario are probably right next to each
yeah,
other.
they probably are. Actually, though, the thing is, I wouldn't move Dr. Mario down. I would move Mario up.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Um,
agree with that.
okay,
Hmm.
so okay, as long as it's anyway. So next up, I've got Snake, and I'm going to talk about this one because I know a lot of people will probably give me crap about it. I feel like Snake is a good character. I feel like in the end, as the meta develops, though, it'll end up being a similar situation to what we were talking about with DDD and K Rool. You learn the matchup, and once you learn the matchup, it's not as difficult. I feel like he's better than those characters are for sure. And I think he is an amazing character. But I feel like he's there right now, and he is in the top like few spaces. But I feel like over time he may kind of fall a little bit. He won't
Right.
fall much, as much as those two at least. But he will fall a little because I think I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of stuff with him that I started playing against a few snakes online, and after fighting against a few of them, you kind of just know what they're gonna do and know how to go against it at that point. And so I feel like he's good, but
Right.
he's where he is. Next, I've got Ivysaur. Ivysaur is freaking amazing.
Ivysaur
Don't
is
at me.
ridiculous.
And then Pokemon Trainer itself. I feel like Pokemon Trainer itself is a little bit higher up than just soloing Ivysaur, purely for the fact of you have the other two as options.
you can use Flare
And
Blitz.
so, yeah, and that's super effective. But anyways,
yeah, I
so
get,
yeah,
that makes sense.
I think it just makes sense to have them a little bit higher than Ivysaur. They're
Right.
like literally right beside each other. And honestly, I would move Ivysaur and Pokemon Trainer up to the next tier. If I could edit this picture, I can't. So yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, so that's my part of the tier list. I'll let
Yeah.
y'all kind of jump onto yours.
What's your
Yeah.
high tier?
gonna get
but-
this now.
I, as with most things on the show, I have almost no investment whatsoever. So I just kind of threw. I just
have
kinda,
almost no investment.
I didn't actually order my tier. I just threw them all into one block because, like, I feel like these characters are kind of in. Like, I don't know which one's really better than
Right.
the other, but they're all kind of at the same level.
Hmm.
So Bayonetta, she's not as good as she was. She's fine. She's Bayonetta.
Oh gosh.
She'll do fine.
You have her in B tier though?
Yeah, B tier. She's fine. Wii Fit trainer. I've
Mhm.
seen like
She's fine.
a lot of really good Wii Fit trainers and like a lot of really bad ones. So I think she kind of fits into that.
Yeah.
in that little Ryu and Ken. If you know how to play Street Fighter, you're good as Ryu and Ken. If you don't, then like you're not.
I like Ken.
I got I got Pit and Dark Pit. I probably should have put them lower, but
I like Dark
I
Pit.
mean,
Although he doesn't kill as early. but-
no, but they're not terrible. They're fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I got Falco. I don't know what I don't know anything about Falco, but I don't think he was bad.
He's like the
So
least.
put him
He's
in
like
B tier.
the least good of the species, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
still not bad.
He can jump. He
I
jump
think
high.
He
I
got
don't
some
know. I feel like him
jump.
and Fox are close though.
Nah.
I feel
No,
like
Fox
they
is
are.
way better.
I feel like the real thing that sucks with
Have you
Falco
seen
is
light.
it's. I
Oh
think
my
the
God.
problem with Falco now that I've watched more gameplay, I would put him a little bit lower than Fox. It's just because of his aerials.
His
You can
shine
fall out of them.
sucks. His shine is bad. He got a bad shine. Bad shine.
He got the bad shine.
You got the bad shine.
That sounds so okay. Anyways, so continue.
Yeah. Mario and Dr. Mario, they're fine.
They're
Smart.
fine.
I can. I mean, I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah.
I think I
Uh,
had them in like high mid.
Toon Link. Toon Link is. I think he's
I think he's cool. I like Toon Link.
he's okay. He's probably like the worst Link in this game.
Oh, he is.
Like he doesn't have the projectile stuff young Link can do. He doesn't have the kill potential of older
Big
of-
boy
of
Link.
Big Link.
hmm
He's just kind of Link
there.
Senior,
He's
Link
just
Junior.
kind of there.
Yeah, he's just kind of
Yeah.
in the middle. Doesn't have a specific advantage you can use.
It's weird because he's actually my favorite Link.
He's got weird lags too on some of his moves. Like his down air lags before it comes out.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It
I
makes
don't
me think I'm
either.
playing Smash 4. I don't like that at all. Meta Knight got buffed hard in this game to the point where people are like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's Brawl Meta Knight." He's not.
He's
he's-
not anywhere near.
He's probably like one of the worst rushdown characters, but he's still okay.
He's a rushdown character, so it kind of helps.
Yeah. Captain Falcon. This is the worst Captain Falcon ever, but still Captain Falcon.
Whoa.
Yeah, this Falcon. I don't like this Captain Falcon at all.
I think it was pretty
Okay.
bad in 64.
Yeah, I was about to say he was pretty bad.
Well,
in
okay, yeah.
64, bro.
64. I don't even,
Melee, he's obviously really
Doesn't
good.
count. That's not a
Was he
Smash
good in
game.
Brawl?
Smash
I'm curious. I don't actually know the answer to that. Was he good in Brawl?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was.
think
he
he
was
was
okay.
good.
He was
at least.
okay. I feel like I don't know because like I
think
don't
he was-
remember
think
him
he
in
was,
Brawl.
I think he was like
even.
high mid to high.
yeah, that's not. It's
And
he's
then in
always been
4,
like,
he was kind of meh.
he's always been in
but
the mid
Before he was
tier.
about. He was mid high
Mid.
to high.
Yeah.
I feel like
he's
good in
always
this
been
game.
like pretty good character.
He
Yeah.
just has such a good moveset.
Never like a meta breaker, but like
Yeah, he's there.
Then I got my boy Donkey Kong.
Mm.
I'm afraid of Donkey Kong in real life and in the game. Mega Man.
Why?
Apparently, people
Wait.
can play as Mega Man.
Why?
I don't know.
Are
Why
you
is he
saying
so
why
big?
is he that high or why is he that low?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why is he that high?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of
don't
agree
know.
with that.
The thing, okay,
Why are you
Pe-
like this?
people can like push Mega Man pretty far, but at the same time,
People can push Mega Man off the stage.
people can push Mega Man off the stage. People can, if they have a reflector, he's got like really bad disadvantages.
Oh yeah, Mario destroys Mega Man. It's great.
Yeah, I mean,
You should try playing against a Mega Man with a consistent reflector.
in this game
I
especially,
can literally. Just
Oh no, I
like-
know it's
Yeah.
gross.
I can literally just fall into where he's gonna have an F smash and just hold down B.
I probably now that I
Great.
think about it, he
Yeah,
should
and he can't do anything.
he should probably be lower tier, but like he's got like a good zoning game, but there are other characters that also have a good zoning game, but just have more
And don't
options.
rely on projectiles.
Like young Link, he
Yeah.
can actually do stuff even if he's not spamming arrows. I put Simon and Richter.
Can go up and shank you in the kidney.
They'll just catch your Achilles tendon. Yeah.
He took my kidney.
I put like Richter and Simon.
Mm.
They also are fine, I guess.
Yeah, I can understand that. one.
Recovery is so bad. It's hard
It's
to get. I like them, but
it's just their vertical.
their vertical recovery is just so rough. I
Yeah.
don't know if I can get around it.
Horizontal's not that bad.
Slightly better than Little Max recovery,
Oh yeah.
just because of that horizontal. I put Isabelle in here. I like Isabelle. I think she's mid tier. I think she's fine.
Hmm.
She got some fun moves. She can grab your projectiles. She can grab you from across the stage. I feel like if people really knew what they were doing, they could take Isabelle pretty far.
Hmm.
Also, she's a small yellow dog, so I feel like from this show especially, she deserves some support.
I think I had
Okay, that's a
pretty,
fair
yeah,
point.
think I
I can't.
had
I can't disagree.
I think I had a pretty low in mine because I was like,
I think I did too.
Yeah.
But
Ganondorf. Ganondorf's my favorite heavy in this game. He is a monster.
he's disgusting.
He's an animal.
He's disgusting.
You can
in
just
this
pick-
game.
It's so cool to see a character that was so low in the last game like come up so high
oh my
in this
lord.
game. He's amazing. He's Ganondorf. He's got a sword.
Yeah,
He could use his like warlock punch and it actually works sometimes.
that's the best part about the character.
Yeah.
And the
Uh,
up tilt,
up tilt's bad.
bro. Up tilt.
So bad in a good way.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like, whoa, what?
So bad.
Like it breaks shields consistently. It's gross.
breaking shields and breaking hearts. That's the Ganondorf way.
That's right.
After that, I got Zelda. Same story with Ganondorf.
I had her pretty low, but like I think she's better than she was.
She's definitely
so
better than
good
she
now.
was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think she's gonna move up in the
She was
meta at all.
She was like mid tier for me, I think.
Yeah, I've got her mid tier, but
That's
like
probably where she'll stay.
that's actually like a pretty. She was like the worst character in the last game.
Oh, one of.
Yeah. That's my B tier. That's mine.
Nice. All right. Well, Eli,
Don't take it. Don't take my B tier.
it's
All right,
your
so
turn.
This is actually my high tier. So these are all characters that I can see getting to a top 8 situation
Okay.
from here on out. We're getting the game with Ganondorf.
I can agree.
I think he's obviously the best heavy in the game, and he's not like super combo heavy, but if somebody's good at it, really, because he's a character that can really be utilized by a certain type of player
Yeah.
that's really good at reading their opponents, and with one or like 2 or 3 hits, he can literally turn a game around.
He doesn't have like
So
good combo options, but if you do,
he doesn't need them.
you don't need them. If you can like get 2 moves off of someone, that can like just end the game. Right
Yeah,
there.
it's ridiculous.
It's gross.
I love it.
Good gross.
So I'm gonna put him in the high tier because I think he's really good and he's got really high potential. I don't think he's gonna go any higher than this though.
Probably not.
I really think he'll go down lower. But
Yeah.
for right now, until we get update 3.0,
Joker.
this is where he is.
Mm.
Next, I have Ness. He's
Ness
really
is pretty good.
This
really-
is pretty solid.
pretty good at
solid
killing.
character.
Obviously his recovery is exploitable. There you can
Yeah.
do creative things with it though. I got beaten by Ness pretty badly in a bracket when the last tournament I went to. He's really good at railing off combos, and obviously
Yeah.
he's notorious for his PK fire being super annoying. But
Yeah.
high level Ness,
Honestly,
I think he's really good.
A lot of stuff about him got buffed. I know something that people were so sad about at the beginning of the game was they were like, "Oh, his up air, it's different." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? His up air's better in this game." And his up air was already disgusting enough. So like,
Yeah,
it's just
I don't know
it's
the
crazy.
particulars. I just know that he can like carry you across the stage with fairs.
Oh yeah, with
So-
fairs, up airs, and nairs.
Yeah.
It's craziness. I like Ness a lot.
Next, I have
Ness is
Rob.
pretty cool.
Rob he's much improved.
Oh my god.
He
Rob
has a
is
lot.
fun.
He has a lot more kill
Insanely.
options, and I mean, I think his biggest thing is his recovery, and that would
Yeah.
I don't know that might put him down in mid tier, but right now I have him there. He's pretty good. He's got a lot of good suppressive camping options and
Yeah.
not bad options when he gets up close. He's got a lot of good pokes.
His
Yeah,
only thing
he's a
is like
poker.
for me, his only thing is like he's really
He
big.
can ground people.
Yeah.
Can bury them.
He's pretty.
So-
He's kind of big.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
combo, and that's kind of what keeps him out of the top and best tier.
He's weird.
Yeah.
He's like strangely light for a character his size, which makes him really
Yeah.
comboable. but,
Yeah.
like,
His
Yeah.
weight is. This is gonna sound weird, but his weight is kind of what I would think of when I look at him as a robot. He weighs about that much.
he is made of plastic, so
That's probably what it
But
is.
yeah. Next, I have Falco. Falco's good. He's
Falco.
spacey.
Yeah.
He's got some okay stuff. People are complaining about some stuff being a little less inconsistent from Smash 4, but
Which
overall,
is true.
he's got the
overall,
bad
he's-
shine.
overall he's pretty okay.
Well, his aerials are really what's inconsistent. You can
I've-
fall out of those so easily in this game,
Yeah.
and so that's part of his killing is his aerials actually landing. And
Yeah.
so because of that, a lot of people were upset. I'm hoping that 3.0 can actually change that
Yeah.
because I would prefer his aerials to be consistent, and therefore that would make Falco's better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I still think he's pretty good. He's spacey. He's got good speed. He's got pretty good damage.
he's got amazing
Um,
air
I still
stuff.
he's good at juggling.
Mm.
Even with the inconsistent aerials from time to time. But
Yeah.
next I have Sonic. He's fast. Next I have
That's all you have to say. though.
Ivysaur,
Gotta
and then
get through it fast.
I have Ivysaur and then Pokemon Trainer.
Oh, so similar placements.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Yeah.
They got a lot of okay. They got a lot. Ivysaur's got just stupid stuff. I mean, I think
Really
we-
stupid.
Ivysaur's really dumb.
I don't think he's meta breaking, but he can be pretty abusable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Zero Suit Samus is next. Then I have Ike. Ike's got some pretty
Gross things.
gross stuff.
I don't think Ike's gonna get any better in this game.
No,
He
if
won't.
anything, he's going to go down. But right now,
Yes.
he fits in the high tier
Hmm.
alongside
understand that.
Roy,
Really?
Roy,
has a DP. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Roy is actually
He's a lot better than he was in Smash 4.
I mean, I can
pretty
agree
good.
with that. I just don't know.
And then Crom.
yeah.
Oh,
Crom-
you have Crom. You have Crom still up in the high tier.
Crom is consistent. He could change spots with Roy any day, but I mean he's bad. He's got bad recovery, but I think in the top level play, I mean, so does Ganondorf, and Ganondorf's up there. So.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Crom's recovery is
Awful.
Yeah.
But he's got really good neutral, and unlike Little Mac, who never was able to actually do anything other than like when he was grounded, he can do some
In
stuff.
the air,
Yeah.
yeah.
He can do some good juggling. Next, I have Yoshi.
Yoshi's good.
Wow, I
Yoshi's
would
really
expect Yoshi
strong.
higher. I won't lie.
I mean, he could definitely. I could definitely see an argument for making this is high
Yeah.
tier. So like, I'm saying that like he's.
Oh
still
yeah, I know,
good.
but I'm saying like anyway, continue.
But yeah, Yoshi's good. Anyways,
He's really good. No, I agree.
That Yoshi ladder.
Cloud.
You go up, you don't come down. Cloud.
Yeah,
Cloud?
Who's
still,
Cloud again?
Cloud's still good.
Yeah, Cloud. I actually forgot who Cloud was for like a hot second. I thought it was that.
Cloud's still good. He's
Yeah.
not Smash 4 good, but I mean, anybody who thinks that he's anything but pretty, like, he's not like meta defining anymore, but
Oh no.
I
yeah.
could definitely
no.
see somebody using him to great effect because he's still got some pretty ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, that forward smash.
Well, not
Ugh.
like his back air is still pretty good. He's got some good aerials. I think overall he's good. He can be used to great effect. He's not meta defining anymore,
I like his,
which is for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his down tilt. I hope Joker has a down tilt like that. We just do the slip and slide.
Yes.
That'd be funny.
Next, I have Shulk. We already talked about Shulk. I pretty much agree with everything that's been said about him. I think
Both opinions.
Hey,
I
all
think-
I'm saying is he agreed with me on something. I
I
can put this
think-
down and call it a day.
I think his Monado arts. I've seen them be used in clinch situations, and I think that they can be used in clinch situations. And I think that really elevates him to a pretty high level. Yeah, So that's my opinion on him. Next, that's my into my high tier. So I guess we can go to Bryant's next tier.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll do that. Neat.
yeah.
Okay, so my outstanding, which is A tier. First off, I've got Marth. I've already kind of explained him whenever I explained the Belmonts. He just spaces, but he does good. Next is the Mii Sword Fighter. Definitely the best of the Mii characters. His tornado is stupid. That's all I even want to say. His tornado is just dumb. Next up, I've got Wario. Seen a lot of really good gameplay from him, and he looks super consistent with everything. And so I just feel like he's there. And then next up, we've got Ness. Basically everything Eli said. I think he's a really good character. Honestly, I've considered picking him up before, and I'm still on the fence. I'm not positive on him. Anyway, so he is a good character, though. That much I'm definite on. Next up, I've got Rob. Rob just has a lot of crazy stuff we've already kind of discussed. Next up, I've got Adult Link. I feel like he's got such good kill potential, and also they really just buffed up a lot of things from Smash 4 to this game, considering how everything is. And so I feel like Adult Link has a really good everything. In all honesty, he just does a good job. So I put him here. Next up, I've got Inkling. Honestly, a character I've forgotten about a lot of the time, but every time I see the character, they do a pretty good job. And so they're also pretty consistent. And then we've got Ike up next. Ike has a big sword, and he swings it, and he hits hard. And then we've got Greninja. He is a ninja that is he's pretty good. He's got a lot of aerial stuff. I think all of his aerials are actually pretty good. Maybe minus back air. Back air may be his least good aerial, I guess. But he just has a lot of tools, I guess is the best way to use it. He's got a lot of tools. He knows how to use them. And if you're really good with Greninja, then you're probably really good at the game. Anyway, so up next, we've got Olimar and Alf. I like Alf better, so I have him a little higher just because I like him. Anyways, so Alf and Olimar, they've got a lot of crazy stuff ever since they changed how Pikmin work in the game. And because of that, they're actually really fun to play now. Like I don't know how many times you guys have just played with them, but they're actually just fun to play. And then also tournament wise, they do a pretty good job as long as it's a good player using them.
Dabas is pretty nuts.
Yeah, was it DeBuzz? Is that right? Yeah,
Yep.
DeBuzz is pretty good. So next up is Yoshi. I think Yoshi could actually be in top tier, but I did not put him there on this tier list, and so he's not there. But he's got a lot of really, really, really good stuff in this game. His up airs are crazy. His up smash and forward smash are pretty insane. Honestly, they didn't really mess with him much. They did a few small things, and because of that, it just made him a substantially better character to me. And so overall, I'd say that Yoshi, in the future, if he keeps going up, he could be one of the best characters in this game. I've already got him up there really with top 10 characters, but I mean, and then my last character for the outstanding tier is Pikachu. Pikachu's gross, and
Pay.
yeah, and so Pikachu's just really gross. He outranges a few characters just because he's got the extra little electric shock with some things. All of his specials, even side special, as dumb as it is, it has its usefulness in certain situations.
It can get you back to
And
the
so,
stage
yeah,
pretty
it
quick.
can get you back to stage. And if someone doesn't have a good recovery, you side special them off the stage.
Right.
And so, anyways, I think Pikachu's a really good character. Honestly, could be in top tier. I could be wrong. And so, yeah. And honestly, I could probably put Pichu right by Pikachu. I think they're both so close together in actuality. I don't think either of them is better. I think they both have their quirks. And because of that, they're just kind of an equal character to me. So, yeah, that's my tier.
Ugh.
Logan, what is your
It's
next to top tier?
It's my turn. So I've got some stuff written down, but I think I'm going to change it real quick as I'm just talking this through.
Okay.
So my A tier, I got Ness. I put Lucas next to Ness because I didn't know anything about Lucas, but I know Lucas is way down there now.
He's not way down there, but he's just not as good.
Yeah.
way
He's
down
definitely
there.
not as good.
I got
Way
Ness.
down there.
I got
Sure.
Rob because Rob's pretty good in this game.
Yeah,
Rob's always been okay, but I think in
Yeah.
this game he's definitely a lot better.
that's a true statement. I can agree.
I got my boy Pac-Man. Apparently Pac-Man's good. I've seen some pretty crazy Pac-Man stuff, so I don't know. Sonic the Hedgehog,
Sonic the
Greninja, Ike, Cloud, Corrin,
He's saying it so slow.
Zero Suit. I don't know. We talked about most of these people. So
Yeah, I know. It's kind of those things.
Yeah.
So I feel
Zero
you.
Suit Samus. I put Marth in my A tier. I think this meta doesn't really play well with Marth's tippers, and that's kind of that was kind of his thing.
Yeah,
So
it still is really.
I got Roy. Roy, I think I got him right in front of Marth, just because like we said, he's got like a really good up special. Like it won't get you back to the stage as well as Lucina's, but it does a lot of damage and it is amazing.
Yeah.
I got Palutena. Palutena is actually
pretty good.
she's kind of broken, honestly. Like she's got ridiculous specials and her like base movement speed is crazy.
It's faster than you'd think.
Yeah, she can move through the air and like on the ground really quickly. And she's got like a disjoint with all of her tilts.
Mhm.
If you use those correctly, it's pretty good. I don't want to play her though because I think she's gross.
Yeah, Same.
Snake, I think you summed Snake up pretty well. Like I think he's just going to go down from this point
Yeah.
because like he did really well at the beginning because there aren't really that many characters who play like Snake.
yeah.
But once people kind of figure out that matchup, I don't think he's going to get any better. I got my boy Link. Link is really good, especially when you're trying to kill someone off stage with those bombs.
Hmm.
You just bounce people off the bottom. It's crazy.
It's gross.
The only
like-
thing,
It's
like,
like playing dodgeball.
he doesn't have his hook shot anymore, which, I mean, I kind of,
It really hurts his recovery
Yeah.
ability.
yeah.
You
After
can't mix it up.
you can't. After that, I got my boy Young Link. Represent.
Yeah,
Yink.
I feel like Young Link is better.
I think I've got the most playtime out of Link, Young Link so far, like on my Switch right now. He's just so good. He's fast. He's got like no landing lag.
He's fun to play.
Like his neutral game is just short hop, neutral B. So much fun. It's so
Do
good.
that and then run up, stab him in the kidney.
Run up
Yeah,
and stab
exactly.
him. Yeah, and he's still got his hook shot, so he's got good horizontal recovery close to the stage. He can whip that out and grab people, throw them. It's fun.
His up special is really good
His up special
true.
for recovering.
is for
Yeah.
recovering,
He
and
has a lot of drift.
at like
Yeah.
high percent, you can get a kill off of it.
That's true.
People don't usually see that coming.
For some reason, even though I've seen so many clips where they get it.
I don't know. But yeah, that's my A
It just
tier.
happens so fast.
You're right.
That's my A tier. Now we coming in with Husky's A tier.
Sleepy Bastard was calling me.
Why? What does he
I
want?
rejected that call because I am
In a show,
I am dedicated to my job.
just like we told
Also,
the radio manager.
We don't want to talk to anyone.
That too.
Also, I am
All right.
I have crushing
Social anxiety.
social anxiety. I have no ability to talk to anybody.
Oh gosh.
Anyways.
Alright.
Yeah, my top tier starts with Marth. I'd probably, in hindsight, put him higher because I think it's. I don't know. I think
I think it depends on this
even
next
though
patch.
he's less consistent,
does
I
depend.
think the highs of his tipper are not something to be trifled with.
Oh yes.
So
His tipper is still super strong in this game.
I still think he's good. Maybe not. I value consistency over really high highs and low lows though.
is that
Yeah.
did
That's
you
why Lucine is higher.
put Lucina's?
Yeah, I was about to say Lucine's higher
Um,
for me too.
After that, I have Palutena. She has a lot of weird stuff. I hate playing Palutena.
Same.
And Naira plays her, so she's probably good.
Oh, she is good. It's just I don't like.
She's got a
playing
lightning
against
kick
her.
like Zelda.
It's not
Yeah.
as strong as
Gross.
Zelda's, but I think her back air is like a really
Yeah.
good one.
It's gross.
her back is good.
Then I have Link. I think you sized it up pretty well. He's so much better. This is the best Link we've ever had, and I'm
Oh,
so glad.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Mm. Pretty good.
Fox is next. I just watched Light play as Fox, and the character is nuts whenever he's in the highest level of play.
Mm.
I think I don't think Fox is ever going to be a bad character.
That's a true statement.
Like
Yeah.
they'd have to actually just gut the character,
Changes
kit,
everything.
like the toolkit. But like
Yeah.
I think he's, and I have a friend who plays Fox that would disagree with me because he says the character's too honest, and honestly, I think he's just so fast, and he can kill with more than just his up smash and up air now. Like his forward smash, it has a lot better kill potential.
Yeah, it's better than
And,
4 at least.
Yeah, I
for
think
sure.
I think he's a little bit more well rounded. It does suck that his side special stops on shields,
Yeah,
but
Ugh.
that's a big weakness.
but he has a pretty long recovery. His Foxfire is really
they
goes a
extended the height
really
of it.
long,
the
long distance. Like
yeah,
I have Snake. I'd probably put him lower now, but I still think he's really good. He's got some cool stuff that can. He always makes you focus on more than just him, and
Yeah.
even when he's not using his grenades and stuff, he's not somebody to be trifled with whenever you're up close.
Oh, I see you're trying to escape. Killer Queen already touched that platform.
Yeah, he's got some pretty nuts stuff with his setups. I think top level play, he can contend with anybody. Then I have Young Link. Young Link's just everything I wanted out of a Link. He's fast.
yeah.
He can recover. He's short.
He's pretty small, yeah.
He's actually kind of like the
He's-
best link.
he's
Ever.
he's
I think like
whew,
as long as this next patch doesn't like totally nerf his arrows, he'll continue to be like a really good character.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I have Wario to round out the end of my top tier.
Mario's
Wow.
strangely good in this game.
He's fantastic, and I
It's
love
scary.
it.
It's actually really funny because before I knew Wario was good, I played with a friend every once in a while, and he started picking up Wario purely for his up tilt as a joke.
Oh,
And
my
so he started playing Wario, and then he started actually playing Wario, and he was like, "Okay, this character's actually pretty good." And I was like, "That gummit,
Yeah, I'd say Wario he's up there, man.
it's pretty good."
He could be in the best tier, but I don't know. I
He
feel like
feels-
the other characters actually have dumb stuff.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
like,
I understand that.
so that's my top tier. I'm not talking about them that much because I actually wanted to review my Sekiro stuff. But we have one more tier, the best tier. So
The toppest tier.
the toppest
The
of
toppest
tip.
of tiers.
The tip tier.
So
except the tipper's not
In
there.
yours, it's called the broke tier, and I think
Yeah.
we're actually going to have a lot of overlap in this one.
Yeah, so we won't have as much to really
Yeah.
explain for
So,
similar things.
Bryant, you go ahead
Okay.
first.
First up is Lucina. Lucina is Marth, but consistent, and that's all I need to say because Marth's really good. If you put consistency with it, then it makes Marth even better.
You're good, but I'm better. Like
and
that?
sadly, that's true. Like I hate that though because I like Marth better as a character.
I wish
Anyway.
he looked like I wish Marth looked like he did in his game, where he looked like actually manly.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
I saw like original like
He
the
looks
original art,
buff,
and I was
dude.
like, dude, Marth looks cool.
Yeah, he looks
Like,
freaking cool. And then in this game, he's like kind of
he's a girly
wimpy.
boy.
Yeah, it's
He's
weird.
a girly boy.
Next
He
up in
likes
my
wearing this
tier.
little tiara. and
I
dance
don't want to play as a
around.
skinny little
dumb.
girly man.
But next up, I've got Wolf. I won't say too much. I'm actually gonna let Eli, whenever we get to his tier, talk about Wolf because he's the Wolf main. So
What's
yeah, I was
the
about to
matter,
say, just
scared?
keep
What's
Wolf-
the
just keep
matter?
howling.
Scared?
Next up, I've got Pichu. Honestly, like I said, Pichu should be in the same place, so I'm not going to say anything else about that. Best characters in the game, personal opinion. I think Peach and Daisy are going to end up being the best characters.
Wow, what an opinion.
Which one is
I feel like
better,
a lot of
though?
people say that. I like
Peach.
Daisy more, but Peach is better.
Peach has has a smaller hitbox.
Exactly.
Really?
Hurt box.
And
how
so
much smaller?
it's because Daisy's got a
Daisy's thick.
yeah, she's thick. Anyway, so Peach and Daisy, they just have a lot of gross things. Turnip gameplay is best gameplay. The float, as weird as it sounds, it doesn't even. It's not even that much. It's really just a float, and that's it. And it's just what it sounds like, but it's so gross.
It's gross.
And then also, Fair is disgusting. Bear is disgusting. Up air's just like a lot of her moves are just gross.
She just smacks the crap out
Yeah,
of you.
Just
and it's
being
just
able
like,
to-
well, daggum,
I-
you just go ahead and
I
fight
can-
Bowser before he takes you. Then
I can completely understand why you put her that high. Like
Yeah.
and so
I don't think she's the best, but I can understand why you
Yeah.
think she is.
and so I
So
especially, and this was like we made these tiers a month ago, and so
and they still
I still
yeah.
feel like they may not be the best anymore. And honestly, I probably need to play the game a little bit more, watch some more stuff. I could make a completely new tier list based off of everything.
right.
But I will still have them in the top tier because they are amazing characters, and I don't feel like anyone can ever really argue that. So, Logan, go ahead. What is your next stuff?
Okay, I got Pikachu. I got Pichu because I think Pikachu is like a lot better than. I think Pichu's a lot better than Pikachu. I don't know. I had
Okay. Brain fart. It's
I
all
had a
good.
small seizure there. For a second. Thinking about Pichu and Pikachu, like fighting both of them at once, which one would kill me quicker?
Yeah.
Pichu did.
Pichu did. I didn't
don't
even,
know.
I didn't even
Depends.
see Pichu coming. Just kind of burst out of my chest like an alien. so so small, so strong. The fact that it hurts itself. Pichu is like its own worst enemy because it does damage to itself, but that's not even enough to stop it. It's a horrible monster that like
And
I don't
it's so
know,
adorable.
being like the joke character of Melee, I think did some bad stuff to its like mental state because
So now
I
it's
actually have
killing
I have
everything.
like actually a picture on my Switch of Pichu just standing in the middle of like this smoke and fire with like its fist clenched and just like smiling
yeah.
menacingly. And
That's
I'm like,
gross.
I'm like, oh no.
I put
what have I done?
I put Fox and Wolf up there. I think Fox is just like I think the right person using Fox can get really far in this game
Mhm.
because Fox has been around like since the beginning. That
Yeah.
Fox game has been like pushed so hard by Melee. So like at this, I guess almost I'm not necessarily putting Fox that high, but like Fox players I think can be broke
Yeah.
tier. Wolf, I don't know. I put Wolf up there, but now that I think about it, like he might be like a tier down.
Mm.
His
You know, I can
lasers-
understand that.
His laser's ridiculous. His neutral game is good, but he's got some problems recovering. So it's kind of balanced. I got Lucina. I think Lucina is. I've actually played Lucina quite a bit since the game came out, and I really like Lucina.
Hmm.
She's the most consistent sword fighter, like from the Fire Emblem series at least.
Mhm.
She can do some really stupid, crazy stuff, just comboing moves that probably should not be combo potential.
Yeah.
Just being able to like jump up and down air someone and then up smash them, it feels amazing. Yeah, I got Peach and Daisy. I think were the best characters right now in the game. Just watching someone get comboed off of Final Destination because she can keep catching that stupid radish.
Turnip.
And
Yeah.
the fact that she can just pull a bomb out at like top level play, it's a tiny chance, but the fact that she can
But
do
if it happens,
it's broken. This is ridiculous. That's my top tier.
it's pretty
Actually,
gross.
I have a tier above this. A
Oh,
tier that
gosh.
goes even further beyond. The God tier. The greatest character of them all. It's Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt's best character.
All right, Eli, next to
Totally
you. Just,
Even after they nerfed him.
He can literally hit you from anywhere.
from
He can hurt you from
anywhere.
But yeah.
He can hurt you in ways that aren't even physical.
No, Duck Hunt's
even
actually pretty bad.
physical.
I hope if they buff him in this next patch, maybe he'll be good because they nerfed him actually pretty hard in the last one. God knows
Ooh.
why.
Question then.
Why?
If they buff Duck Hunt,
Why
will
did
you
they do
stay
that?
with him or will you jump to Joker still?
I'm playing Joker regardless.
Doesn't
I think in this game it's important to have like a really wider range of characters you can play.
Mhm.
agree.
To be good with a certain heavy, maybe good with a zoner, good with a rush down, you know?
Yes.
I agree with that. All right. Well, Eli, go ahead and move up to your
All right.
final
So
tier.
Greninja is my this is the best tier, and Greninja is the first one. Let me tell you, Greninja has so much cool stuff that he can do. MK Leo is picking him up.
Hmm.
I have to take MK Leo's word pretty heavily because I don't think MK Zero is
Leo's really good.
Zero's the kind of guy where I'm like, he could be kind of overhyping stuff,
Yeah.
and like people like Esam, Zero, and like maybe Nairo a little bit. I feel like Nairo's a little bit more objective, but like
He's a bit more objective.
when
I think.
when MK Leo says something, I'm like, okay, this is probably the truth.
You want to listen to that guy? Yeah.
He's picking up Greninja. I think Greninja just has some ridiculous stuff. He's got sword smash attacks. He's so fast,
Yeah.
and he's almost got like a little bit less, almost like a Pikachu's recovery, just a little less than
Yeah.
that. But it has a water box, so it can push
It can
people
push
and
off.
that's what's
off,
gross.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking he doesn't have a lot of matchups that he loses, if any. Like especially against like if he would fight Pichu and Pikachu, because they're small, so
Mhm.
that's their advantage. But a lot of his attacks hit low.
Hit
anyway.
low. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Fighting
I think I might.
He's
put
probably one of the
him-
roughest
yeah.
characters to fight is
He's-
Pikachu.
Greninja
he's
is
so
like
good.
the closest thing I can think of is like a Sheik with good killing
Yeah,
potential.
he's basically what Sheik.
Should have been in this game.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. And if you want to go watch our other video, you can see how low I put Sheik. She's bad.
Oh, I
Anyways.
put Sheik at the bottom tier.
Sheik's pretty
I'll just be
bad.
honest.
Yeah.
Next I have Wolf. Okay, so I would say his only losing matchup is Pikachu and Pichu because they're small and some of his stuff just whiffs.
Mm.
Mhm.
Aside from that, yeah, he can just win neutral. He just does it. He just win it.
Yeah.
He's got a bad recovery, but like, are you actually going to get him off the stage? Do you think you
That's
can?
always the
Like,
question. Can you
can-
get him off
he can
stage?
kill with his dash attack, which crosses you up. It can cross up your shield. Let's see. His F tilt has a farther range than Marth's F smash. His laser does 10 damage fresh. Like, what? Why? Why can he do all these things?
It's because they heard
His
the
down
wolves
smash-
howling.
His down smash has a tipper. It has a sweet spot.
He was
That's what's dumb. His down smash is a sweet spot.
People are saying like, "Oh yeah, he doesn't have kill potential." Bull crap. His F smash can be safe on shield. What? Why does this character exist?
I like
I
it.
love it.
I like
It's
I
great.
love it.
okay.
He's my main.
Yeah, that is your
He's
main.
fantastic. I love this character so much. The only thing that holds him back, obviously, his recovery. But I mean, there are ways to work around that.
Just don't get thrown off the stage.
He's not the
Mm.
best at edge guarding. But I mean, he can just. It doesn't matter if you get back to the stage. Like he can just win
Yeah.
neutral when he wants to.
He was
If-
doing
if-
push-ups all through Smash 4.
Yeah.
Just push-ups.
That
Whenever
makes sense.
in my best tier, it's a lot more gray. Like I have them ordered, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Inkling's next is just all around great character once again. I've Armada played him a little bit, and I think there's
I
another.
think Void does, doesn't
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, and they're both ridiculous with it. I think Cosmos.
he? Cosmos too.
Yeah, they've got some ridiculous stuff. I saw them use the paint grenade in really interesting ways. All around, same thing with Wolf. I think and he's got that low profile dash. So I think he's just really, he's a good character. That she's a good character.
I was about to say, I like how he just jumps
Yeah.
straight back to Wolf.
Yeah, Ingling's just great.
Yeah.
Olimar, yeah, he's ridiculous. Daba, you go back and see some of Daba's and stuff. He's really complex, and that would usually bring him down. But he has just such a high potential for doing crazy stuff that I would have to say he's one of the best characters in the game.
He's almost like a puppet fighter, except like instead of having like a puppet stand in front of it, or like have one like Ice Climbers where it's its own AI, he just chucks them at you.
Right. I think obviously Peach or Daisy is less good than Peach, but I agree with everything you said about her. They're ridiculous. They can smack you. They've got some really good combos that can carry you across the stage.
Yeah.
Pikachu, once again, ridiculous edge guarding.
Yes.
Ridiculous combo potential. They don't lose any kill potential. They can just rip you in half. Lucina, you guys said it already. He's a more consistent Marth, and she's just really good. She's really vanilla, but not like super flashy, but she doesn't need to be because she can just win.
Yeah.
And then I have Pichu. Void plays Pichu.
Mm-hmm. Void does play Pichu. That's right.
Pichu is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So much damage, and it's like the perfect glass cannon. Ridiculous damage, and she can kill you really early with her especially her F smash. Her thunder comes out ridiculously fast. She can combo you with 2 thunders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those are my best characters in the game. Obviously that may change in 3.0. I'm wondering what kind of nerfs and buffs they're gonna get.
I really want to see what
Wolf is probably gonna get nerfed.
I really want to see.
I feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like Pikachu has a chance too.
Where do you guys think Joker will fall on the tier list?
High.
Considering his frame data, high.
I was gonna say probably high.
He may not be F, but he'll probably be high.
I think it
maybe
depends.
A or B.
I think it depends on how they work the persona stuff into the character.
I know nothing about this character, so I can only assume that
I think like the biggest
He's got
thing
a
in the
knife.
game,
Watch out.
The biggest thing in the game is being able to use your
Joker.
personas. And all the personas have like an MP meter. So I'm afraid like they'll do some Robin or Inkling stuff.
No, I hope
Yeah.
not.
You're in the same boat with Sora too.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying that. I
Yeah.
really hope not.
Don't get quirky, guys.
Just give me a good character.
Make the persona like the smash attack or something.
Yeah.
I don't care.
See, but the thing is with Sora, he also has movement things that don't involve magic. And so I
Yeah.
feel like that's where he has a bit more of an advantage to not have that quirk.
Joker is probably like the most versatile
Yeah, but does he have a
persona
gun?
character so far.
Yeah.
Does he
Yeah.
have a 9 mil?
He's got
He has I mean it's not a 9 mil, but he has a
Oh.
gun.
Sorry.
He's got a rocket launcher.
at the very least both
Doesn't matter.
characters are probably going to be sword fighters. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, they'll have some options there at the very least.
I mean, Sora's got a spear,
The Joker's got a
a
gun.
hammer,
Well,
gun!
a drill,
we'll have to see
a
if
He's got a
gun?
Glock.
See
a
if-
rocket launcher,
He got a piece.
we'll see if
lightsaber.
we'll see if Sora can actually get in the game.
That's fair. And Monster Hunter. We're gonna figure out both. either
And
of
dude,
them
I really
will.
want to talk about Darkborn and stuff today, but I don't think
I
we
don't.
have time.
We do not
Yeah.
have time. It is currently we only have about 30 minutes left in the show.
Do you guys want me to do my secure review today or next week?
Will you be playing more Sekiro as
Have you
like
beaten it
in the
yet?
next week?
Oh, I love the game.
So you're going to be playing more of it?
There, that was it. That was
Maybe.
your
Okay,
review.
then I
So-
feel
All
like
right, so
I feel like we should maybe let you play more even.
I'll do. I mean,
You know?
I've beaten a few bosses. I can make a review right quick. I'll do a quick review.
Okay.
So the game is great. Overall difficulty is fantastic. I love to play it. The setting fantastic. Music awesome. It's one of those games that really punches you in the face and it makes you it forces you to learn the systems.
I remember like when
And-
you first got it, you were like, I don't even know if I'm gonna play this game anymore. It's pretty hard.
I was on the brink of quitting, but like now when I stuck with it. I learned how to parry, all that stuff, and parrying is so crucial. I got around it. I finally beat Lady Butterfly, and since then I've just been having fun exclusively.
Excellent.
So it's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
So I would highly recommend you guys pick that up. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about Darkborn next week. There's some Darkborn gameplay that we want to talk about, but we're running out of time. So
Yeah.
instead, we'll go into the more important news, our dogfight.
Right
Right after this break.
That was the best way.
So yeah.
It's a good one.
Please stop. Please stop. Please clap. Where is my mouse?
I'm clapping. I must keep clapping. This is probably really bad for the mic, but I'm clapping. Oh my gosh, where is the mouse? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. It like disappeared.
Yeah,
found it.
that was freaky. All right, we're gonna give you an ad and then some music, and we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
Don't do it.
In 95, I helped tow your trailer. And in 09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
You try to run me through, hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're starting? But you sure ain't got a clue how bad this will go. Don't you know my art of war. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's got you cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you. It's not quite what you foretold. You'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done in. But the time it's hit you, your last surprise. I think you got your game planned out to a T. Get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand down. It's a trap. One more step and you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. Why, just a picosecond ago, clear blue skies, but now lightning struck your last resort. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your last strength seems to dissolve. You'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done in. By the time it's hit you, your last surprise. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spun in. But the net you didn't catch it in time. your game? Are you sure your next move's the right one for you? Are you sure you won't get outmaneuvered again and again, my friend? You'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done in. By the time it's hit you, your last surprise. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spun in. But the net you didn't catch it in time.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. You're listening to The Doghouse with Husky, Dingo, and Updog.
What's up, fellow gamers?
Gamers!
We got a pretty good segment coming for you at the end of the show.
The dogfight. This dogfight is featuring Bubsy 3D versus
Sonic 06.
And you may be wondering, why those titles? Why would you argue? Because we're not arguing which one is better. We're arguing which one is worse. Which one I would have
removed from the timeline.
Yeah, which one I would have removed from the timeline. Which one I would have had a worse time
Which
playing
one would you
through.
launch at the aliens to destroy them and save the
Their
world?
culture.
You could probably just launch both of them at that point.
You got
if we're
one
honest.
missile. You got enough fuel for one missile. You can only launch one game at them to disrupt
Why
the
can't
motherships.
Why can't you launch both? Shh. Okay.
You only got you only got enough electricity or power. You only got enough bandwidth to email one game.
Okay.
You're gonna email the whole file up to the mothership to destroy it. Which one? Which
Ooh.
one you gonna do?
I'll go ahead and start with something worse. Sonic 06 is more space. It takes up more space than Bubsy 3D would. And it's a bad game.
You have to buy a PlayStation to play Bubsy 3D.
There's a lot of good games on the PlayStation.
You have to buy one though, like an original one. It never got a port to any other system. They locked it in a box and threw it in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, the only
It's
two systems.
resurfaced.
The only two
They found the
systems
coffin.
that
Like an eldritch horror.
Sonic 06 is on is the
That's all I can see in
PS3
my
and
spirit
the
photography.
Xbox 360, I believe. So
All right, you want to get this? You're
yeah, let's actually start it.
You're
You
really
go.
excited to go.
I'm ready.
I'm waiting for the judge.
I'm sorry. I'm just excited. I'm ready to talk about how crappy this game is that I
Alright.
paid $20 for.
All right, well, since
Ew.
you're so excited, you can give me your opening argument.
Okay.
Scumbag.
Sonic 06, which it's actually just called Sonic the Hedgehog, but that's his nickname that it's referred to. It's a 2006 platform game developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega. It was produced in commemoration for Sonic series' 15th anniversary and intended as a reboot for the 7th generation video game consoles, which would be the PS4 and the Xbox 360. I mean, PS3. Sorry, excuse me. So in this game, you play as Sonic, Shadow, and Silver. Silver's my favorite character, and he's the worst one in this game.
Who's Silver?
Great question. Anyways, they battle Solaris, an ancient evil pursued by Dr. Eggman, because Eggman looks realistic in this one, and he's like, "Hey, let's go.
I
let's go
forgot
fight
about realistic Eggman.
Solaris." No, dude, realistic Eggman. That may just take the cake of this whole
Oh
game.
my god!
He looks so awful. He looks like okay. So you. So you look at the graphics of Bubsy 3D. Everything fits the environment. You know, it's great.
Does it? No,
But
it
then
doesn't.
you go to Sonic 06 Eggman, who's there with those hedgehogs and echidnas while walking around. Yeah, that's it right there. And that is the piece of art that is. Oh, that's his eyes. Gross. Okay. Anyways, but that's the piece of art that is Eggman in Sonic 06. And it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, so each playable character. I'm just kind of going through this wiki because I didn't care to look up stuff, and neither did he.
I did.
No, you didn't. You said
Nah.
yourself you didn't.
I watched a 3-hour playthrough of Bubsy 3D.
I've watched like 3 reviews of Sonic 06 and also 2 full
See, you're
playthroughs.
following our. This is why are you getting
Anyways.
so aggressive about this dog?
I don't know. I'm telling you, dude. I was excited.
Okay.
So each playable character has his own campaign and abilities and must complete levels, explore hub worlds, and fight bosses to advance the story. And there's also a multiplayer mode, which makes it even worse.
Can Shadow use guns in this one?
Sadly, yes.
That's awesome.
Because he does it whenever he's in the vehicles.
That's
He
so-
can't use it
that's-
otherwise.
Oh,
But
can't pull out a
if he's in a
9.
vehicle, he can shoot stuff.
He can't pull out a 9 and blow Sonic away.
Sadly,
Shadow.
no.
Okay.
But he does drop kick Silver in the game. That's like the best part of this game is he literally drop kicks Silver in the back of the head.
I love it.
It's the best clip.
I love it.
But anyways, so yeah. Just to tell
Faker.
you why this game is so bad, Silver is slow and his telekinesis is very situational. Like they
Oh,
won't let you
yes.
do anything with it besides grabbing boxes.
No use.
Sonic's the best thing about this game, but the only reason it's good is because they forgot to program his ability bar correctly. So whenever you get these colored gems as you go through the game, you can use them infinitely. It breaks the game, and it's the best part about the game.
It's no use.
Anyways, then you have Shadow. Shadow is slower than Sonic. He's also just not that fast in general, which Silver's just a pile of dirt moving. And so Shadow has these chaos abilities, and it's supposed to be really cool because if y'all remember in Shadow the Hedgehog, the one interesting thing about that game is the chaos moves he could do. So he could do the chaos control, and he would like fly through part of the stage. And then he had Chaos Blast, which was like this big explosion.
You can also
Well,
use guns.
Yeah, he could use guns. Anyways, so that makes that game better. Anyway, in this game, he has this little spear he makes of chaos energy, and it does absolutely nothing.
Chaos Spear.
But anyways, so yeah, the characters themselves just don't move very well. I realize it's an opening argument, and I've gone too far.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a crappy game, and it also has multiplayer, and the multiplayer's awful. So, okay, I'll let you go. I'll let you
All
go.
right.
Ooh.
1996. Gaming historians often argue that this was the greatest year in gaming. We got Resident Evil. We got Mario Kart 64. We got some of the best gaming titles, including, many argue, the best 3D platformers. We got Mario 64. We got
Which-
Crash
It's a
Bandicoot.
good game.
Many people think it's a good year for gaming. I would argue that it was the worst. Because that's when Bubsy 3D came out. Imagine a 3D platformer with tank controls. That's the beginning.
Isn't that Gex
That's
into the Gecko?
Gex was a little bit better. Gex
Oh, okay.
came like after this.
Okay, gotcha.
This is Proto Gex.
That's
Proto
Unbirthed,
Gex.
unbirthed Gex.
Oh god.
my.
I can't even give a summary for this game because it doesn't even know what it is. Like in
Is there a
most
story?
no.
Well, that's better than having.
You're
a
in
bad one.
purgatory, you're trying to get out. It's basically Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno.
That's what the game was
Lanta.
based on. In Bingo 3D, you'd assume that like most of in a 3D platformer, objects have like patterns or like details programmed into them. Like in Mario 64, there'll be platforms in the air that are like made of wood or bricks, you know, just so that you kind of understand what they're made of, or it gives some like theme to the different levels. Not a single item or object or level in Bubsy has any kind of creative theme or device put into it.
Mm.
It's all just like polygons of like terrible green and pink like colors for some reason. It hurts your eyes to look at. It physically hurts to look at. The music in the game starts off with like a really annoying like string track, but every level you progress, it adds in like another instrument or like another layer to the track until it actually sounds like horror music, like from a scary video game.
Huh.
Is bad.
It's bad.
Every time you jump, this camera sweeps so that you're looking straight down at whatever's under Bubsy. You can't look forward when you jump. In a 3D platformer,
Mm.
it's easier to play the game if you think of Bubsy as like a tank or a car that you're trying to pilot through the level, because he moves like a
Tank or a car?
Banjo 3D sucks.
Banjo 3D sucks.
That's my argument. That's my opening argument.
I like the name changes.
Okay.
Consistent. That's good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's a lot to unpackage.
I've got some more for you if you want.
Brian, why don't you tell me more about that multiplayer?
The multiplayer specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. Multiplayer. You each pick a character, and if you're silver, you win. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but here's the thing.
There's no use.
In the game,
It's no use.
there's a boss fight with Silver, and this is what he's referencing is the "it's no use" line, because he would grab you, and if you were in the air, he would grab you, throw you to the hurt box, or the hurt box that was in the sky, because there was one in the sky to close the arena off, and then he would grab you while you were still in the air before you reached the ground to grab a ring or anything, and then throw you back up and you die. If you were against a wall, you would keep grabbing a ring, and you would be in an infinite loop where you kept hearing "it's no use," and he'd throw you back, you'd collect the ring again, he'd grab you, "it's no use," and continue.
PUBG
It keeps
3D
going.
doesn't have multiplayer.
That makes it better again, because you got to listen to this. So in multiplayer, they forgot to make that a thing that doesn't happen for silver. So if you're silver, you just grab your person, you grab the other person, you go through the stage, and you win. That's it. And it takes forever too, because silver's the slowest thing ever, and it's a Sonic game that's all about speed, but he's super slow. It's very frustrating. And then if you have Sonic and Shadow, the winner of that one's going to be Sonic, because the thing about that is, like I said earlier, his gems were not programmed correctly. And then also, if you know how to glitch your way through a few things, you can just kind of beat the stage. Anyway, so I'm going to go a little bit into some story stuff, because I noticed he said there wasn't one for Bubsy, so I'm going to kind of go through some stuff. It's an awful story that involves Sonic dying. It involves a human princess kissing a hedgehog.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's great. And then also the friendship and power of teamwork with a realistic Eggman.
Oh, so it's like fairy tale.
It is a fairy tale. Anyway,
I hate it.
and
hate
also by the end of it, it means absolutely nothing, because
so
the entire
it's
game means nothing.
Still fairy tale. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I just
Actually,
remembered the storyline to Bubsy.
oh, there is a storyline to
It's
Bubsy.
amazing.
Oh well, no, I will stop and I will let you do it, because I already explained multiplayer.
So the storyline in Bezuso 3D is aliens called the Woolies are trying to invade the Earth or something from their home dimension. So Bubsy shows up. I guess he's like launched like as a weapon, as humanity's greatest weapon.
Pilot's license.
What for?
What for?
He's launched at the planet to fight the Woolies.
He is an eldritch horror.
He is.
That's why we launched him to the planet, so we could never have him here again.
It doesn't really matter if you beat the game, because you need to get all 100 secret rockets, which are ridiculous to find to get the true ending. So like the base ending is you win and Bubsy gets locked in a cage and the Woolies invade the planet. If you get all 100 of the rockets, Bubsy builds a rocket to head back to the Earth to warn us, but he goes in the wrong direction. So the Woolies invade the planet and destroy humanity.
Nice.
So I think the whole game is like a metaphysical like narrative about the uselessness of all that is. It's the perfect. It's Nietzsche made this game. Nietzsche designed Bingo 3D. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Please
good.
Continue.
All right. So there's a lot of story stuff, but I'm just going to kind of give brief stuff. Silver is from the future with Blaze the Cat, who originally was from a different dimension, but apparently that doesn't matter, because the writers of this game said, "Oh, duh." And so now she's from an alternate timeline, where the world was destroyed by this evil thing called Iblis, which is basically take Solaris, you split it in half, it's Iblis and Mephiles. Mephiles is the real villain of the game, but Solaris is the final boss. So Iblis is destroying everything, or has destroyed everything, and Silver's just like, "Oh man, I wish we could have just stopped this from happening. I wonder how it happened." Enter Mephiles. His name is literally Mephiles the Dark. That's his name, and they never question him. Anyway, so he goes and he's like, "Hey, I know who started this. It's Sonic the Hedgehog," and he does this by showing Sonic in a fiery background. It looks like a desktop thing. It's awful. Anyway, so Silver's like, "Oh, he must be the one that did this." And so they travel back in time, and Silver's goal is to kill Sonic.
That dang hedgehog.
Yeah, dang hedgehog. Anyway, so then after that, Sonic's story is revolved around Princess Elise. She gets kidnapped like 8 or 9 times in the game. He saves her 8 or 9 times, and that's the story. Boom. She's worse than Princess Peach because if I remember right, Peach has only been captured once every game, and she's supposedly like the worst damsel in distress ever. Well, you haven't played Sonic 06, my friend. Anyway, Shadow has some story stuff? Question mark. He is trying to make this rod so that way they can capture Mephiles, but it doesn't work. And so Mephiles is kind of taunting him because in Shadow the Hedgehog, y'all remember the aliens were like, "Oh, Shadow, you need to be evil."
I will never forget anything about Shadow the
Okay, well then
Hedgehog.
good, you'll remember. So the aliens are talking about how he has to be evil because that's what they made him for, to be a weapon. And in the true ending of that game, he basically says, "No, I'm a good guy."
No thanks.
So
I'm good.
this entire game in Sonic 06 is Mephiles doing the exact same thing that the aliens did in Shadow the Hedgehog, just poorly. And with Shadow having already made up his mind at the beginning of the game that I'm a good guy, that's what I do.
In like a well-written narrative, Shadow would be the weapon that they make to kill Mephiles, but he's not strong enough because he's a bad guy.
That would be cool, but they don't do that.
That way, his moral choices would make like an effect on the story.
Yeah. But
It's like
that's
the
also
opposite
something.
of Bubsy, where all of your actions are pointless and meaningless.
No, all
and
your
nothing
actions are
has any
pointless in
meaning.
this game, dude, because everything at the end of the story, you beat the final boss, and there's this little flame, and the princess is like, "Oh, I don't want to blow out this flame," because the thing about it is,
I got it. I'll do it.
yeah, no, I would. But anyways, so the thing about this flame is, it's basically it's Iblis,
gone.
and so if you blow out this flame, everything that happened doesn't happen anymore. And so she blows out the flame, and literally everything that happens in this game means nothing at that point, which is the ending of the game.
Hmm.
So the end of the game, like Bubsy 3D, means absolutely nothing and has no fulfillment. There's no like happy ending. There's not even a sad ending. It's like, why did I waste this time?
I think with both games, though, there is like a satisfaction from finishing them because you don't have to play them anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I can accept that.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk a little bit more about gameplay? I know you did. I didn't touch on that too much, but is there any other gameplay stuff you can talk about? Or
Bubsy, my game like requires the whole thing is kind of designed around like pinpoint accuracy and like pinpoint timing,
Mhm.
but Bubsy is not designed to move that way.
Mhm.
He's creating like the design and the character don't fit with each other at all.
Yeah.
Moving from point A to point B is a chore, and it's incredibly difficult.
How does movement feel in Sonic 06?
It's bad.
Mm.
You're supposed to go fast in that game, and you don't go fast.
Gotta go fast.
And then also the controls, like if I press the stick up for Sonic, it takes him a second, and then he kind of starts running. And then if I hit another direction, it takes like oh my gosh, he takes forever to turn. It's not tank-like per se, but it's sluggish. And for a game that you want to be fluid and like fast-paced, that's not how it feels. You really feel. Actually, no. I will say that 2/3 of it is like that. Silver is a tank, like Bubsy. The only difference is he has this levitate thing, and that doesn't even help him that much.
To be clear, when I say tank controls, I mean you cannot change direction and move forward at the same time. You actually have to completely come to a stop, turn the camera and the character, and then move forward.
Oh, that's gross.
Is that
It's almost like that, but not quite.
Classic Resident Evil.
classic
controls.
horror game? Maybe it's a
Yeah,
horror game.
maybe it's a
I'm
horror
thinking
game.
about it completely
See, it's
different.
actually a good horror game. But
It's too good. It's scary.
But anyway, so yeah, control wise, everything is just very sluggish. And there's also like this sweep kick with Sonic and Shadow that they do.
Did they keep the sweep kick from Shadow the Hedgehog?
I guess.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if that's what it's from. But it's so bad. Because the thing about it is the only thing you homing attack in this game and that kills things. But enemies in this game decided let's have a health bar. So let's continually homing attack them or sweep kick them until they die.
This is just Shadow the
And
Hedgehog
so it takes
2.
like 7 years to kill anything. It's stupid. And then you've got the points in the story where you have to fight some of Eggman's robots, and that just takes forever, depending on what the robot is. And so, and then also you have segments where you have to fight multiple of his smaller mooks, but most of them have a pretty big health bar. And until, well, for Sonic anyways, he gets a somewhat kind of something that fixes it, which is this little bounce thing. But like, it doesn't even do that well against most things because it's so inaccurate. But like Silver and Shadow, you just kind of have to, for Shadow, you just have to keep homing attacking them. In Silver, you have to wait until the person does something. Grab their bullet or rocket or whatever and throw it back at them. It'll do about this much HP. For those that are watching live, it's a very small amount of their HP. And then you wait again. Because he's telekinetic, so he grabs things with his mind.
Can you grab bullets though?
Yes,
That's
but they
pretty cool.
don't do any. They barely do any damage.
Right.
So it's not fulfilling. Like usually, if you grab a bullet with your mind, you think, "Holy crap, this is gonna like go straight through this robot." No, man, it like dinked its armor. It's ridiculous.
You can catch bullets, you can't throw them though.
I guess that's what it is. It's Silver's the most underutilized character, and I've always thought this. And the reason for that is he literally has the ability to move things, including himself, with his mind.
He's just Trunks.
He can fly. You see that in the cutscenes, and you can't fly in game. That's the most infuriating thing about this game. I know it's dumb because so many things are stupid, but this guy literally has telekinesis and cannot fly. He can do this quick, like 2-yard dash, and then he falls down. And you don't even use it for anything. It's just an ability that you buy, like, okay, I can finally fly. No, man, you do a 2-yard dash, and that's it. And then, okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to start getting more and more mad about this game.
Yeah, calm down, you hothead.
Dude, I'm serious. Like, this game
It's
actually
no
frustrates
use.
me.
It's no use.
This game seriously frustrates me.
Pilot's license?
What
What for?
though?
What for?
Oh yeah,
Alright.
Bubsy won't shut up.
Does he not shut up in 3D as
He
well?
won't shut up. He won't stop talking.
Does
Like
he
at
talk
least
in 3D?
in the other games, yes, in 3D.
Okay.
In the other games, you could turn him off or like get him to talk less. In this one, there's no option like that. He just won't stop talking. You're never alone in Bubsy 3D.
You're never alone because
Never
Bubsy's
alone.
there.
Now I'm never alone in real life.
So
There's
Bubsy's
much
the only
to-
character you play as in Bubsy 3D.
Yes,
Okay.
you have to play as Bubsy.
Yeah.
You don't get the choice to play as other characters.
Well, in Sonic 06, something else that's kind of crappy, you'd think it's a benefit, it's not, is the multiple characters you play. So like I said, there's 3 characters, but they also have their amigos. Knuckles is disgusting and cannot get off of walls. He's trying to... He'll get on a wall and he'll kind of cling to it, and then immediately he can't jump off. It's really disgusting.
There's nothing there.
And then also, Tails, he's got these dummy rings, but they also don't hurt people sometimes, and sometimes they do. Yeah, it's the Knuckles glitch that's right there. And Rouge actually has this problem too, because they're both gliders that can glide onto the wall, and then they just can't fall out. And then you also have, I'm trying to think of who else is in the game. Blaze. Blaze is actually the best character in the game, but you play as her once. And she's also just not that fast. And so there's that. Yeah, look at Rouge. Ooh, anyway. Yeah, it's just, this game's bad. And that's about all I can
I
say.
think we're
about
coming
it.
up on the end of the
show.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. I don't
think
want.
I'm about ready to make my decision, but first, before I do,
We'll have some closing arguments.
let's have some closing arguments.
Okay, I'll let you go first. I started everything else. So
All right. Bucciardi 3D is an existential nightmare. There's nothing actually good about the game. There's not a single thing. I feel like with Sonic 06, you could at least point to places where the developers like tried, but things just didn't work out. Like they didn't have enough time or money to finish. And it comes out as kind of like there are some funny glitches that you can see, or there's some entertaining moments because they're so cringeworthy. But there aren't really any glitches in Bubsy 3D. Everything that is horrible and bad about it was perfectly and like tailor designed to be that way. Like there's not even a comedy factor in it. And that's why I think it's way worse than Sonic 06. That's my closing argument.
okay, well, I've got something I decided to look up here, just to kind of give a comparison. if you want to go through and basically do absolutely nothing with the game Sonic 06, it takes you 17 hours to beat. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And this is from the website How Long to Beat. I've used it for a lot of things, and it's very accurate. For Bubsy 3D, it takes you 4.5 hours.
That's not
So
true.
you are stuck.
That's not true at all.
That's what this is saying. If you just zoom through as much as you can,
I guarantee
it is 4.5 hours.
I guarantee that's not true.
But anyways, so
No.
I'm just saying I used the information given to me.
Your site is wrong.
But,
That's false evidence. Calling the bailiff.
What
send him
I'd like to say
jail.
with that is
Going to video game jail.
Going to rock.
but what I'd like to say with that is Sonic 06 has a lot of bad stuff. And I'll even say this. Bubsy 3D has some bad stuff. But you have to live Sonic 06. You have to stay in Sonic 06. Bubsy 3D, you can get through it a little bit quicker. Pretty quick actually. It's not as long of a game according to my resources.
I refute that.
Sonic 06 is 17 hours. So overall, I'd say Sonic 06 is definitely worse. But this is the judge's decision. So, judge, we've got a few minutes.
5 minutes.
About 5. So if you want to take like a small break, I feel like you can
Just
take
get it
some
over
time
with.
and
I want
think
to go
about
home.
it. I want to go home too. I won't lie, but I can't even go home.
I want to go play Smash.
I can't even go home after this. I have to stay here.
I'm gonna play a small break.
Okay, small
I'll
ad.
be right back.
Gotcha.
I have to process everything that I've heard today. Don't touch that dial.
Don't
We'll
do
be
it.
Right back.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? Amid the chaos? Or is the best time perhaps today? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the doghouse. You listen to the. I'm trying to make my decision. I've got like a minute left.
Okay, I'll introduce. Hello, welcome to the Doghouse.
You listen to
This
Husky
is
Dingo and Up Dog.
okay.
I've got to make my decision now, though.
Hey there,
That's fair.
video gamers.
You do have to make it pretty soon.
So, from what I can understand, both games awful games. I will never play either.
Be happy you didn't.
I
play
don't.
either.
I don't even know if Bubsy is a semblance of a game, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think Sonic 06 is bad, but I think everything that is bad in Sonic 06, Bubsy 3D was the original sin against God.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I can even respect that.
Like,
But I paid $20 and actually played the game.
we got 10 seconds left, but if you're listening on YouTube, I'm going to give a better explanation. You've been listening to Doghouse. Have a great day. Tune in next week at 2 p.m. All right. Facebook people. Or not Facebook. YouTube.
YouTube.
People.
Yeah.
Gosh, man.
Bingo.
The original.
So Bingo 3D.
Bobo 3D's worst game of all time.
Bubba 3D.
Bubba 3D.
There's really no way to explain it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Bubsy 3D, the original sin against God.
That's what Adam really did. He didn't bite the fruit. He played Bubsy 3D.
He made Bubsy. Oh. I look at the levels and like at least like Sonic, it looks like a semblance like, okay, this is a video game level. You look at Bubsy, you're like, this is a fresh hell. Like,
it really is like an existential nightmare at some point.
and I'm not saying that
You
Sonic
question
06 is
things.
good by any margin, but
Mhm.
like,
It sounds like that one's just that much worse. Yeah.
Sonic, and I'm just thinking about playing Sonic 06 also. I'm just like this isn't just Bubsy 3D.
It's just
thing. This is like
unoriginal
both,
and-
and I'm like,
Yeah. Can you imagine though, like Bubsy 3D came out the
tank
same
controls
year.
though. Oh,
Like Bubsy 3D, like the people making it, they must have had such high hopes because there hadn't really been many 3D platformers.
Yeah, so they were one of the first ones.
They thought they were inventing the 3D platformer, and Nintendo just blows it out of the water with Mario 64. And like they weren't even as good as Crash Bandicoot.
I like Crash Bandicoot.
I did too,
Yeah.
but it's not as good as Mario 64. I would argue.
I would.
It's
They're different.
that's opinionated.
They're
I
different
think.
genres, but like if I had to pick one and like objectively say which one is better, I would say Mario 64.
Oh yeah. I mean, I prefer it. I just think it is
Oh.
opinionated.
Looks like we have a dogfight for next week.
Oh, is that what y'all are doing? Are you gonna do Crash and you're gonna?
Yes!
Oh no! I will be honest with
Crash
you though.
for PlayStation 1 versus Mario 64.
You have a steep hill to climb because I
fine.
love
Yahoo,
64.
yahoo,
I don't mind losing, but I mean I'm not. So
Ooh, okay. Well, actually, with that, I have to head out.
All right.
I've got Resonate
We'll see
to
ya.
run for the YouTube people.
we'll see ya.
All right.
Thanks
See
for
you
tuning in,
guys.
guys. Bubsy 3D is actually the second worst game of all time.
It's not
I
even a
know a
game.
game that's actually worse.
It's not if you say Mario 64, I'm going to punch you in the
It's
face.
not Mario 64. It's what is it? It's oh my lord. Before you go, I have to find this hillbilly game. Let's see.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. This is bad.
It's not Redneck Rampage.
It's a bad game.
Is it
Every
Yeah. Country Justice. Is that it? Is
Oh
that
my
really
God.
Country
it?
Justice.
I'm leaving.
See you later.
No.
So this game is actually the worst game of all time.
Revenge of the Redneck.
You play a redneck who is trying to get his goat back from these government scientists that have stolen it for
Nefarious
experimentation.
purposes.
So this game actually just doesn't work. Like
yeah,
like the physics for like when you're driving your truck across the beautiful Tennessee polygon landscape. It's not at all beautiful.
See,
I will say that at least it has that above Bubsy, and then it has like an actual like environment. But you can actually finish Bubsy. Sometimes you can't even finish this game. The ending just doesn't work.
I think like if you can't
The
even
frame rate is god awful. Like
like there are bad games and there are games that just are actually
yeah, like you'd be
unoperable.
thinking that like you were playing like Crisis like the latest super high tech like graphic thing, just from how much the frame rate is just garbage. But like,
Ugh.
yeah, so it's actually the worst. It's actually the worst game ever. That's the one I would have picked to go against.
I don't
Bubsy.
like. He was talking about how bad Sonic 06 is, and like Shadow the Hedgehog is also pretty bad. But I had a lot of fun playing that game.
So did I. But I mean, look at this.
Oh,
Look at this Bubsy 3D Wavescape. What? Why?
I don't know.
What are these? Are this atoms? Are you collecting atoms?
He can pick them up and throw them, but when he throws them, he cannot move. He goes into full tank mode, and he can turn and shoot, but you're just left at the mercy of whatever wants to come up and eat you. It's horribly.
Is this supposed to be
frustrating.
trees?
Probably. I don't know. It's up to interpretation.
This game is
It's abysmal.
a dumpster fire.
I watched a 3-hour playthrough. I'm never getting that back.
Yeah.
That's
Anyways,
gone
Bubsy 3D wins.
by losing. It's probably the first thing Bubsy 3D has ever won.
It won today. Wow.
What
What
a
a game.
What a dumpster fire.
Yeah. Be sure to tune in next week, 2 p.m. Same bat time, same bat channel. Also, be sure to tune in tomorrow from 10 p.m. to
11 p.m.
11 p.m. to 12 for Hair of the Dog, where we talk about a bunch of different cool stuff. Mostly anything entertainment that's not video games. Usually, we talk a little bit about video games. I'm gonna do my Secure review next week. Sorry that I forgot to do it this week. We're doing tier lists, and
We had a lot of stuff to do.
I had to finish. We had to finish that.
We got to talk about Darkborn also.
Yeah, we got to talk about Darkborn. We're going to talk about some cool stuff next week. I think we're going to talk about might mention the Nindies, some of the cool Nindies. We'll skip over that.
I really don't. I don't care about.
Might talk about that tomorrow. Talk about cross platforming tomorrow or something. But we got the Joker trailer and stuff to talk about tomorrow, and some Godzilla news. So
Every time you say Joker trailer, I immediately think there's a trailer for Joker in Smash Bros.
Yeah, it's
No, you mean the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie?
So be sure to tune in for that. It'll sure be it's sure to be interesting. So
yeah,
hope to see you there.
Do it.
This is the Doghouse Crew signing out. Be sure to tune in next week.